Hey folks, we're back with another episode of the Ivory Tower campaign, or Tower of Ivory campaign, technically. Not that there's a joke behind the name of the tower. Nope, not at all.
Nope.
Clearly all academics searching, just obsessed with our theses. So,
And elephants.
as in thesis, not feces. Come on, that's exactly where my brain would have gone. That's where everyone's brain would have gone. Clearly.
Sure, Eric. Sure.
Sure.
You can. I'll let you think that. I will humor you tonight.
Poop is
humor you with many stab wounds. I mean, no.
That would never happen.
Not that at all.
So, when we left off, you had just gotten to the Black Woods, where the which is Elven territory. And apparently somewhere in there is a fortress that belongs to the Order of the Silver Star. So, you've got one of your scouts to come back to let you know what they'd seen. Some of your scouts are in position, sort of scouting out, keeping an eye on the fortress. One of them got kind of devoured by some blackthorns. Hazard when you're going to Phalanx, I guess.
Yeah, let's put up another plaque when we get back.
And one of the bugbear scouts has gone missing.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go looking for him after this is all over. After we've got the thingy. After we get the MacGuffin.
Yep. So, the six of you, Zogget will join as soon as Gav gets back. Gav is unfortunately not here right now. Hopefully he'll be joining us as we go. You enter the forest. Dun dun dun. Oh, I almost forgot to.
Dun, 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 dun. It's like, oh no. The most sinister of locations, the forest.
Well, all things considered, where did I put this thing? Hang on. I think I did not.
It's a dark and dangerous wood.
As opposed to the dangerous dark woods, which are...
Which is an entirely different thing.
And a licensed trademark of...
Probably Games Workshop.
That's...
All right.
Go ahead.
So I wanted to get something called up there. All right, so you enter the forest, I assume, unless you guys decide you want to go home and leave the Philosopher's Stone, the purported Philosopher's Stone in the hands of the Order of the Silver Star.
We can do that? Oh,
sounds good to me. Let's do it.
Okay.
All right. Cue the credits, everybody.
I think we just completely throw aside this adventure that Peter's been preparing for the past week, and we just go and do something completely different.
I just like cut to somewhere else, and one of the characters
go right ahead. I can handle that.
We go to the Underdark and we open up a bar.
I'm not serious about that. I just like the idea of cutting somewhere the characters are like, well, that was a great adventure we just had. Yeah. Like, yeah, that's so really fun. I have a sneaking suspicion we forgot something though. Oh fuck. We forgot the entire adventure. Well, I am wearing my pajamas now though.
Are you taking off?
Fine.
There's just a Batman spinning logo transition and everyone's in a tree.
and Rocky's still in his pajamas for some reason, which raises the question: why does the golem wear pajamas? Who makes pajamas for golems? And more importantly, are they comfy?
They better be in the pajamas.
Stay tuned.
If you really insist and decide not to, I can always just go with a smash gun and have you guys end up in an elven dungeon somewhere.
Oh, Peter, I'll be delighted if there's a smash cut at some point in this campaign.
There's going to be, I guarantee.
Yes.
It's one of those things I've wanted to work in for a little while.
Yes.
Okay.
Is my volume lower than everybody else's? Hang on, let me double check to see if my audio settings borked themselves again, despite that I checked they weren't borked before I started streaming.
The bork.
I'm sorry. Pick myself up slightly here. Is this better for people in the chat? Since we've got people live.
Stefan, is this better? Please, we need to know.
Sorry, okay, great, good. Okay, right. So I was quiet. Okay, anyways, moving on.
Yes.
So, I forgot to actually do the active audio test before we started recording because I'm a dumbass. Live, everybody!
Hi, everybody.
All right, so you enter the forest, and I'm going to do something that you probably weren't expecting. And
okay.
Boom.
Everyone gets candy.
Did the picture did the picture change for you guys?
I see a tower.
No. Okay. Click on the little page button and go to the.
No. You need to drag something from one page to the other. That's the way it works. So there's like a little icon indicating which
okay,
page we're on.
I got it.
You just drag that over, and it forces us to that new view. Yeah. This is what I get for knowing the platform.
Sweet.
All right. We're on an album cover. Cool.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's a forest. It's a deep and dark forest. It's actually.
I'm pretty sure there's a Norwegian heavy metal band hanging out in here somewhere.
Probably. I would not be surprised.
Are we in a Blind Guardian album?
Kinda.
Can't be a Blind Guardian album. There aren't enough dragons.
Fair.
You say...
But
Make
long
it lucky,
story
it might be
short,
evanescence.
Yes.
yes. So it is dark. There are trees everywhere, and it feels kind of just not like the real world.
Oh gosh, it's fantasy.
Yes.
Good. We're not in the real world. No assholes to be roommates with. Okay, let's go.
True. Though there might be someone named Puck.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Was there
Yes.
someone named Puck on the
So
real world?
terrible.
Yeah, actually, yes, there was. Season 1. He was the He is the prototype of the asshole roommate from the real world.
Gotcha.
Oh, right. That's true.
That just reminded Peter of
I'm
Eric
old.
Travender, the slacker. I'm also reminded of my slacker character from your other Feng Shui campaign.
Yes.
He was an asshole tenant.
Fair.
Anyways.
But at any rate, you have entered the denizen. You've entered You've entered the Elven lands. Definitely it has that sort of element of, you know, you're all on edge, basically.
We don't belong here.
You
kind
do
of
not
thing.
belong here. None of you are fey beings. Ergo,
One of the few times Mange isn't smiling.
yeah, it feels wrong. But you know roughly the direction you have to go. Hopefully, the forest won't like, you know, make you go somewhere else. Because that
Hopefully
happens sometimes.
Hopefully the forest won't object.
At this point, Iggy's like, all right, if you hear little kids singing, run.
What if we hear 1 second here? But what if we hear big kids singing?
You still run. It's kids. They ain't supposed to be here.
No.
We ain't supposed to be here.
All right, and as you traverse through the forest, it really isn't feeling like it. You don't feel like it's actually you feel like you're actually being allowed to go in the direction you're currently going. Like, it doesn't feel like anything's like rerouting you or distracting you. But you all, and I mean, you don't have to roll for this or anything like this. You all know you're being watched.
Okay then.
You can't see anything watching you. And I could give you guys a notice check to see if you can spot it. You're not going to spot it. None of you have noticed a skill. Ergo, no.
Brilliant.
Something's watching you, and you don't know what.
Maybe just being uncharacteristically quiet and is hunched over more than usual and is constantly sniffing the air.
Gosh, I got another joke here.
It smells like
Damn it.
moss and trees, Eric.
Terrible. You know, I always feel this way. That somebody's watching me. And then and that's another name for the list.
I have no privacy.
Yep. All right, Rockwell, go next.
Oh, okay.
Next.
Anyways, you continue on your journey. I actually am going to give, at this point, after you continue to walk for a little while, as you get deeper into the woods, the trees get more and more gnarled and sort of, you know, evil looking, really.
I'm already starting to feel better.
Yeah, not in the ways that would make you feel better, Eric.
Yeah, I hate when trees get gnarly. I prefer it when they're radical.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed. No, it's feeling less and less like home. Let's just put it that way. But Mange definitively. And yeah, I'm gonna say Mange and Diesel.
All right.
The two of you smell something that does smell familiar. It is the unmistakable scent of blood coming from somewhere up ahead.
Bane sort of holds out a hand. We are being very quiet. Is blood up front? And he lets a bit more of his chain like drop out of his hand, so he's got a bit more length on it. And I'm going to start quietly as I can. Start creeping forward towards the blood.
All right. If you guys want to advance quietly, everyone who does so should give me a sneak/intrusion check.
Gotcha.
Any sort of skill you think might be appropriate for being sneaky.
Does intimidation count?
No.
What about gambling?
No.
Okay.
Well, okay. So I'm
So
just going to do a
sevens.
close roll 7. Yeah.
Yeah. Iggy's gonna stand.
Awesome.
Well, let's see what you rolled here. So
I'm
rolled.
going to say that Stheno is going to opt to not advance at this time,
Okay.
and will just hold position and
Fair enough.
observe.
And that's what Iggy's doing as well, because he's got a whole bunch of, pots and pans and all that stuff attached to his back.
Like the golem is basically keeping around just because.
So
They have a
I
bad
got a
feeling about
negative
this.
1.
Well, no.
Two.
You got a 2 because remember, this is a closed roll, not an open roll, and the character sheet will always roll open rolls.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
cool.
I did, however, get that 10. So
Yes. I
Diesel
rolled
is very quiet.
I'm kind of quiet.
You achieved a success sketch.
Yes. And
As I'm
Mange,
sneaking forward, I put my hand against a tree and it falls over.
No, that's not what happens. You like little bits of bark crackle under your paw. You sort of pull your hand off a little bit, step to the side, and step right onto a dry branch, which
And it's just like
makes an
everything goes
audible
silent.
snapping noise.
it just
I actually imagine Mange like sneaking through the forest, and then he goes, and he looks down, and he realizes that he's almost stepped into a big pile of shit. So it's like, ugh, and he steps around it and steps right on top of a branch instead.
yeah, and then there's a resounding crack that's just going like,
Yep.
and then everyone hears it from miles around.
All
It's
right.
like,
So, but after you hear that crack, all of you start hearing more cracking noises. But it's again, Mange, you are very familiar with this particular sound of this particular crackling noise. It is the sound of bones breaking.
I start spitting up the chain and looking around.
You can see just ahead of you what looks like a clearing just ahead of you, by the way.
All right, guess I'll move up towards the clearing.
All right. So the group of you sort of advance slowly to the clearing. And Mange, as you sort of get up to the front, you hear a sickening thud. And a large body comes arcing through the air and lands at your feet. And it is the broken body of a bugbear.
Do I recognize him as
Oh,
my
yeah.
scout?
It's the missing scout.
Good distance.
Ahead of you, you all see, sort of looking directly at you, Mange, where you were coming from. They were watching. You see a pair of elves, one with a pair of short swords. Though they're sort of a little bit hard to pick exactly where they are. One with a longbow, drawn arrow sort of at hand. A group of you can see more elven figures sort of hanging out in the woods a bit, just on the fringe. A group of what look like gnomes of some sort, with wearing charming little red hats. And iron-shod boots.
Oh, lovely.
And at the front is a slightly larger gnome with a bloody red hat, and well, his boots were iron, but they're also currently covered in bugbear blood. And he is slowly drawing his foot back from the clearly, obviously, having punted the bugbear over to you. And he looks up, crosses his arms. This is not your lands. You should leave now.
All right, so I'm gonna step into the clearing.
Yep.
I'm gonna stop spinning the chain. I'm gonna cross my arms. It was very rude killing my friend. We are passing through to go someplace else, and you are killing friends that are showing us the way.
You have crossed into our lands without permission.
And how am I to be getting permission?
You arrange contact with Her Majesty, of course. You submit a petition.
That is too much trouble. Besides, kings and queens are nothing but trouble. And you are killing my friend. I am demanding Weregild. What are you paying me?
The red cap sort of pinches the brow of his nose.
Yeah, Iggy's in the back when they went to petition. It's like, yeah, Woodlander petition. Then that'd be like 120 years before we hear back from him.
That sounds naturally fast for them.
Since there's shouting going on at this point, Stheno will begin to approach.
The red cap sort of shakes his head and looks up at you and says, "Again, I am giving you the opportunity to take your friend's body and leave without further molestation. Otherwise, we will grind your bones to make our bread."
Diesel have counter proposal. You give us one of your bodies.
Yes, Diesel is good idea. If you are not having money, we are taking body. We're taking one of you.
I'll also posit that I do
That
not,
one. I'll point at
I
the
do
elf
not-
with the sword.
I'll also posit that my bones are insufficient for any sort of consumption, at least safely consumption.
I'm willing to accept a fine pair of shoes made by your gnomish hands.
Rude.
These are not gnomes. These are red caps. They're like gnomes but better.
Yeah, like Iggy knows this. He's just being an asshole.
Oh yeah. You actually hear muttering come up from.
Marrow, red cap bones. Maybe I take you for Weregild.
You definitely hear muttering from the other red caps. And the lead red cap sort of says, "Well, tried to give you guys the easy option out. Boys, take them."
I dropped the chain. Is best option though.
And you should roll initiative.
Ooh, yay!
Because there's a fight. Because of course there is.
I don't think that this was something that there was any chance of us talking our way.
No,
Good God.
there really wasn't. I mean, it's theoretically possible, but
Sure, but not with our skill set.
You killed one of our friends. Let's get along now.
I would say not with Mange and Diesel and I at the front.
oh no,
along with-
I was not expecting you guys to talk your way out of this.
By the way, Ash, you can actually go into the settings area. No, actually go down to the bottom and underneath the chat, you can actually choose to be.
Oh, I see what that
As.
is. Okay,
Yep.
there we go.
Oh. So
You
I
speak
rolled
poison.
poorly. Stheno is taking a bit to arrive.
And
Give me 1 second. I just had a notion for something I want to do. That's going to make tracking initiative easier for me.
yeah, and the character sheets I believe are set up with all our characters as well.
They are.
Apparently, Iggy's just like bounding out of the woods after
For
Mange.
combat, it'll make combat much easier because you just press one button and launches all the macros correctly. And even has a built-in death checks thing here. Great.
Yep.
I hope I get to
really
use.
like this sheet here with all the built-in macros and shit.
It's very nice.
I also like how my name has. I also like how Rockwell is now added to the list, and it just makes the rolls even longer. All right, I'm gonna step away for a quick moment. I'll be right back
All
while
right.
you get the initiative
That
set up,
is
Peter.
fine.
Also because I don't act till 9 anyways. I don't care.
All right. So, what is the highest initiative for you guys?
Not I.
Well,
Looks like me and Ash at 12.
All right. You guys are at 12. I have to roll for the baddies here. Hang on. All right. Initiative for the red cap is. All right. He's on 8. So he did not roll particularly well. The elf archer is all right there. The that is the him also and the mooks. There
The
are
morks.
2 groups of that. There are a half dozen red caps and a half dozen elves amongst the mooks. Red caps. 8. And elf mooks on. The elf mooks are actually on the ball. All right. On 14.
Oof.
Ooh, quick.
Yeah. The elven archer. Basically, as you sort of say, you this is the good answer. An arrow flies from the elf's bow. Right at you, Mange.
Bring it.
All right. Twang.
Oh shit, that actually hit.
Yes. He's very good at his job. So that'll hit by so 15 will hit you by how much?
1.
All right, so it hits you by 1. Base damage of 10. Take 11. He's got a
All right.
longbow. Whip. And that is it for 14. Anyone on 13?
No.
yeah, we're at 12 starting.
Yep. So then we're on to 12. Players first.
All right.
You go ahead and get
Point
first because that's
Yep.
bound up there.
Point at the elf with the bow. You for later, but now you. And I charge the red cap.
Okay.
And do I want to use any of my fancy shticks here? No. Yeah. And I think I will burn a fortune die because why not?
Okay.
Haha.
That's a very good roll, Eric. All right, so you hit him by his defense is 13. So you hit by 7, and your base damage is 13. So that's 20 damage. He would normally take 14 damage. However, as you swing at him, the chain comes flying at him, and he dodges behind one of the other red caps, and you take its head clean off.
Did I still hit a named character?
Technically, yes. You drop another red cap. You can drop another mook if you'd like. That's fine.
Yeah, I'll burn the. Well, first I have to roll a d6.
Yep.
So.
No, you did. You hit him technically.
Okay.
You get 2 positive dice when you attack?
Eric rolled a fortune die.
Yeah.
Oh,
You forgot the slash, Eric.
Sorry. I killed 2 other mooks.
All right. Would you like them to be both red caps or?
Yes.
All right. So 3 red caps are dropped because your first swing goes in and it looks like it's gonna smash the lead red cap real good, but yeah, no. Oh, I forgot he has that ability. Too.
So the hook comes in, it takes the dude's head off, and the tail of the chain comes in and scythes through 2 more.
Yep. Yep.
So much blood.
Yes. All right, Iggy.
So at this point, Iggy comes bounding out of the woods. He's got a frying pan from his backpack as the closest thing he has to an actual weapon.
Hey, that's fine. That is
And
entirely in character for you.
And he just, as he like just bounds into them, he's like, should have settled for the shoes. And he just whacks the closest red cap.
Okay.
So hold on, let me go to this. That is a melee.
So that red cap that just dodged,
Mhm.
water sword means he loses a shot for each point of my swerve. My swerve is more than 1.
Let me double check.
So he loses 6 shots.
Maybe. I may be. I may have to. Yeah. Hang on. There's interactions between the featured foe feats and such. So.
Right.
No, I'm looking at the wrong archetype. There we go.
Yeah, and that's a 14 because it provides weapon.
That's not how water sword works, Eric.
When you hit a named foe,
Foe, a number of named foes equal to your swerve lose 1 shot each.
Oh, I misread it. Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm like, wait, what? No, yeah, multiple. They lose multiple. All 3 of the named characters lose. All 3 of the featured foes lose a shot. That seems much more reasonable.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a really. Why wouldn't everyone take this all the time? That's my bad. I misread that.
Yep, that's fine. I was like, oh, that would explain that. All right, cool. I'm okay with. I was like, this seems really bad. This can't be how this interacts. All right. So, all right, you rolled a 14 against against one of the mooks.
Yep.
You drop a mook. You drop a mook red cap.
You just hear this loud clang, and he's just on the ground with just a giant lump on his head.
Oh yeah, you knock a red cap silly with your. You come to say, absolutely the perfect ringing sound that you get from a cast iron skillet smashing into somebody's skull.
He just goes like rigid straight for a minute, vibrates, and then falls over like a Tom and Jerry cartoon.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody else on 12? The Elf Scout would have gone on 12, but not anymore.
They've been delayed.
Yep. All right. So that's it for 12 then. 11. All right. That is the Elf Scout. The Elf Scout circles around, drawing his 2 short swords. Double check his. Yep. Okay. I need to double check the exact ruling on this feat that I gave this particular shtick I gave him. Yep. All right. He circles behind you, Eric.
All right.
And attacks you with a flurry of stabs. Normally, yeah. So that's a yep. Stabby. He misses you because he rolled really badly. Damn shame that.
I'm certain that
He
we'll.
comes with a knife and just sort of roll over his back, which is really impressive because I'm 7 feet tall and he's like 5'6".
Yeah, so he comes stabbing in and you just swerve out of the way, just completely unexpectedly.
And continue to give him my back because I'm really don't care about him. It's the red cap I want.
I understand. All right. Anybody else on 11? Nope. 10. Elf Archer goes. He's gonna shoot. He's gonna shoot at Mange again because
I'm the most obvious threat.
Well, you're right there.
Yeah.
So yeah, he basically the Elf Archer basically looks at you, steps back, kicks off one tree, proceeds to kick back and forth between trees until he's up in the branches, and then shoots down at you. Because he's an elf and a jerk.
Right. Is it cheating? He's a cheating bastard.
14.
14 just barely hits.
All right. Take 10. Thwack.
I forgot to subtract my toughness last time.
Oh well, adjust your wound points then. Yeah, you did not take 11 wound points that last attack.
Yeah. I'm at 9 now. Okay, I forgot to adjust for my toughness.
This is named Mario. No. All right. That is it for the Elf Archer. He goes again on 7. All right. That is. All right, that's it for 10. 9.
That's me and Iggy again.
Yep.
And everybody
and
else.
me. And me.
Yep.
All right.
Is there You guys go first.
Oh,
it's fine.
sorry. I forgot something on 11. I apologize. The elven the horde of elven archer mooks go.
Right.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, and Diesel goes on 10 also.
Yes. So Nick, we'll wait for Nick to get back. All right. So consulting my.
I don't go on 10. What are you talking about?
What did you roll for your initiative?
7.
Oh
Oh.
dear. All right. So
Oh, that was an unskilled
there
roll I
are
looked
6
up.
mooks. I have this handy dandy. So one thing I really like about what's Machigi Atlas is they published this little app that you can get to generate a PDF with a whole bunch of attack rolls for mooks of whatever action value you want to throw in there.
Oh, nice.
So it is a
Neat.
sheet of like a huge number of rolls, so I don't have to roll dice for them constantly. I forgot to print it up, but I've got it. I've got one right here, and I'm just going to go from left to right. If you, I'm not. Yeah. So there are 6 mooks. One of them each of you, and sure, Mange will get the spare one since Zoggett is not here actively. So, first one. Okay, I'm gonna basically it's the first. I'm just gonna go left to right across here. So 2 on Mange, 1 on Diesel. So just across there. So 1, 2. So miss. Oh dear. That's a -1. So yeah, I'll get back to that. So the first 2 miss you. First 2 miss you. Then Diesel, you are missed. Rocky, your defense is better than 12, correct?
Better than 12. Let's see here. Yes,
It
it
should
is
be.
better than 12.
All right. So miss. He was trying though.
He
Mook,
sure was.
elf number 5, however, is acting like a champ. He draws his bow back, and the arrow flies straight at it and goes smack directly into some part of Iggy. Somehow he's injuring Iggy with an arrow. 17.
17?
Yep.
Unless I dodge.
Right, because you're an everyday skeleton.
Yes, I'm an everyday skeleton. I could dodge and burn a shot. So
Would you like to dodge?
yeah, it's,
Alright.
dodge and I'll take the shot. Like the arrow just like goes like straight
The
through.
arrow looks like it's going to smack straight into like like where your breastbone would be. You step to the side and it goes between 2 ribs.
Yeah, it's like you ruined my coat.
Do you have a cigar that you could like waggle when that happens? You know.
All right. One important note. Yeah. All right. So that's 5. So don't forget to mark your shot down. And the last arrow misses Steno. It sort of thuds in the ground, sort of at her side.
They were trying to take care not to look at me while firing.
Quite possibly. All right. So that was it for 11. They go again on
What you said.
8.
Didn't you say there was a -1?
Yeah. Oh no. There's a -1. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. His bowstring snaps,
Yay.
and he's just there like It snaps and like it comes and smacks him on the forehead, and he's sort of dazed and out of the fight.
Ooh, sorry about that. So there is a closed roll macro on the token. Interesting. Sorry about that.
Oh, good to know. All right, so that we are down 1 of them, and they go again on 8. All right, so that's it for 11. Nobody on 10, correct?
No.
Not I.
Then 9
So,
is
Be mange.
is Mange and Rocky.
Mange, go ahead first.
All right. So we've got you still got the red cap, and he's got his headless body there, right?
He's got there's a dead mook in front of him. Yes, there's a dead mook red cap in front of him.
All right. I'm gonna dance back, run up the back of the elf I just rolled over, and on like arc over the red cap and bring the hook down on him, so I land behind him.
Okay.
Because now it's a real fight. I've gotten hurt. Now I have to be fancy.
All right, he will dodge.
For all the good that'll do him.
Unfortunately, you'll hit by 3.
All right, so I've killed 3 mooks. That brings my chain up to 16. And it gets yeah. So 16 plus 3 is 19 damage.
Yep. All right. Let me double check
And
something.
it goes down to, was it plus 3 goes to half, so I guess plus 2 or plus 1?
Plus 1. Round
round
down.
up
You
or
always run
round
down.
All right, so plus 1 now.
All right. Otherwise,
Oh,
you'd
and
stay.
we'll,
Otherwise, you
we'll
would stay
do-
permanently at plus 1 once you killed a mook.
Okay. And I'll burn a key to kill another mook.
All right. One
Or
second.
maybe 2.
All right. Yeah. 1 second. I need to look something up here. I need to look up how one of his other shtick works because I'm debating whether he wants to. He's got 2 options here. I should double check.
Alarm.
How does numerical superiority work exactly again? I just got to look at the exact
Ooh,
number.
for the book. Mm.
Yeah, this is. Oh yeah, okay. So more than half of the mooks on his side are still standing, so he gets his plus 2 toughness.
Ah, okay.
So he'll take 10 wound points.
And 2 more mooks drop.
Oh dear. Well, that's it for the red caps and one of the elves. They are now below half. He no longer gets numerical superiority.
I am quickly burning through my chi, though. I think it's time to start conserving it.
Yeah, given that it does not regenerate between fights, no.
Yeah, everyone loses another shot.
Yep.
Or all the baddies lose another
Yep.
shot.
I've adjusted for that. All right. Is that just always on, or is that something you have to spend for?
That
it's-
is anytime I hit a named character.
Okay, cool.
And
No.
it's if my swerve is 1 or more, that's how
Yep.
many people I affect.
Yep.
Right.
Okay.
So if you roll a positive outcome on your swerve, then
Yep.
yeah.
That's cool. Just wanted to check. That's what I thought it was, but I had to double check that. All right.
If I'm just reaping through mooks, then they don't care.
Yep. All right. So Skitch, what does Rocky do?
In this case here, like, so some of the mooks are the ones with bows and arrows shooting at us, right? Right?
The elven archers, yeah.
The archers, yeah. He is going to, like the golem sort of like sees an arrow fly past him and then lifts their hand and just sort of like magic surges and is going to do a chi blast at the archers to try to knock him out.
How many are you going for? How many are you going for?
Let's go for 2 in this
All right.
case here.
So,
do I
that
take a
is-
penalty?
That you take a penalty of 2 to hit then.
Okay.
If you're
I'll
go-
roll
if-
this and we'll take.
As always, if
yeah.
you're attacking multiple targets, you take a penalty equal to the number of targets you're shooting.
Got it. Yep.
If you're targeting only one, yep. So
Then that's a 12. Then
12.
Ooh, God, that's
that
those
will
box
hit
cars.
That will hit exactly.
That's a box car, also, by the way.
Okay, good to know.
So
Yeah, the mooks are defense 12, I believe, but let me double check. Let me confirm that. They might. Nope, they're defense 13. You miss.
oh, so that means that's a way awful, or
That is a that technically it's
As
all that is a crit failure. Yes, basically.
yeah. So that's a backlash then.
That is
so then I
backlash, yep.
get I take 10 damage from that.
All right. So Rocky channels up his spell, but the weird environment that you're in, the Fey energies disrupt your magic because you're not used to it. Magic works slightly differently here than you're used to, causing
Yep.
your spell to backfire and injure you.
Yeah, I like to think that like he shoots off the blast and just circles around one of the trees and just punches him in the face because he didn't do his spell right. Punches them in the face, and they're like,
Stupid Fey trickery.
Yeah, basically.
"That was a miscalculation."
Well, all right then. Anyone else on 9? I'll take that as a no. 8.
I finally get to do something.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's
I'm going to have to ask for a bit of a recap of the current situation.
The 3 named characters are all standing. The red cap and the 2 elves. There's an archer. There's an elf archer who's up in the trees, and an elven scout with 2 short swords. There
Alright, then.
are 4 remaining elven archers, and all the. Nope. I'm sorry. There are 5 remaining elf archers. My bad. and no red caps. None of the mook red caps are standing.
All right then. Ooh, excuse me. All right, so Steno will slither over towards the dual wielding elf, and will quietly state, "We did not want any difficulty. I apologize for needing to do this," and will then proceed to take some swipes at them with her claws.
So noted.
Let's see here. Oh, hey. Weapon name, melee. I'll work on that later. Forget it. Slash. Let's see here. I think I had it set for... This is what I want? Nope. It's been a bit. I don't remember how these macros work.
It's all right.
Open. I'll just run the test macro because I don't know.
I mean, like, the character sheet can work though too. So
it's not entirely filled out. It wasn't as filled as I thought it was. So I need to do more things. So rather than do that, I'll just do this.
There you go. 16. We'll hit by 1 actually.
Hooray!
He is a dodgy little bastard, but you do clip him.
All right then. So that's
so 14
base 13 damage. Yep.
14 total. His yeah. All right. He takes 9 wound points. Ow.
After as a follow up to that, then it will say, "I do hope that you consider laying down your arms before you die needlessly." And that will be it.
All right.
Iggy.
Yes,
will be
Iggy.
the next one. So that at this point, Iggy looks at the arrow that's sticking out between his ribs and his rooted coat. He looks at the archers in the tree, points at the one that he thinks shot at him. He just kind of shouts at him like, "I'm coming for you next," and then he goes after the named red cap, which is still up, right?
Oh yeah.
He just spins around and tries to give him a good whack with the frying pan again.
All right. So you charge it and try to thwack him with an iron with a cast iron skillet. Got it.
Yep. Right. Melee. And this is named. I will use a fortune.
Okay.
So I think
It's not like you have it's not like you don't have a lot of. Oh dear.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wang.
Normally I would do have him throw an elf in front of him, but I'm gonna say he just really wasn't expecting to be clonked with this cast iron skillet on this one.
El Kabong!
Like he's just out like a light. You just
all right. So that
wails on him.
All right, you thwack the name. You're thwacking the named red cap. All right. That is. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna give you base damage. I think probably 9 on this.
So 19. So plus 9.
So you hit by his dodge is 13. So you hit by 5. And the damage of 9, so you'll be 14 damage, assuming that that's the damage I'm going with. I'm just going to double check the weapon damage table. Yep, club. This is effective. You're swinging effectively a club at him.
Right, and yeah, the plus 1 because it's still improvised.
Oh yeah, we forgot to add the plus 1 to that, so it's plus 1 more damage. So 15 damage.
Yeah.
His toughness is his base toughness is 6. If they still had at least half their mooks up, he'd get plus 2 toughness due to numerical superiority. But that's not so much the case anymore, thanks to Mange. So yeah, he's toughness 6. So that is 9 more wound points. Ow. He really should have Ablet of Lackey'd that one. But he didn't see that coming. Also, it's hard for a Fey to really predict the effects of iron.
Cast iron.
It's not actually. It's not like it's cold iron, but you know, it's close enough for it to screw with his senses.
The cold cast iron skillet of doom.
Hopefully, it's not cold iron. Hopefully, it's not something expensive because one more whack with it and it's not usable as a weapon anymore.
Yeah.
That is it for 8, I believe. Because, goddammit, Mange, you and your stupid water sword. All right, 7.
Yay! I'm here. I'm here. Okay. I am going to use very strong, which lets me spend 1 shot to increase my damage by 3 until the end of the sequence.
All right.
So the way that this is going down is that after the golem launched his magic attack and it came back and blasted him, some of it reflected off, and Diesel caught it in his hand, and he's now clenching it in his hand, and it's causing his body to glow and his muscles to grow.
Okay.
And since I have to spend a shot on that, that's it until I can go on 6.
Yep.
So.
Fair enough. Anyone else on 7?
I'm on 6.
All right, 7. The Elf Scout goes. And the Elf Archer goes. The Elf Scout will take a step back, glare at Steno, and run directly at her, vault over her, and try to stab her in the back.
This person is rather dodgy, so does dodging work the same way as it does in prior?
Yep.
Sacrifice 1 shot to get 3 defense?
You are correct.
I will do.
All right. So your defense goes up by 3. You have attacked him, therefore his "don't turn your back" shtick does not work. Basically, if someone, you'll see. 15. I assume that misses you with your dodging.
Indeed, and this is because I dodged.
Yep.
Just barely. 1 more and it would have hit.
So he vaults over you, stabs where you manage to just slither just enough out of the way that he misses. He lands on his feet, glares daggers at you, and readies his short swords. Curses. The Elf Archer will leap from branch to branch and rain arrows down towards Mange. He's taking a shot at you, but I'm adding a little flourish with the extra arrows and such. His movement does not help him. Arrows thud into the ground around Mange, but none of them actually hit him.
I actually like the image of the Mange just completely ignoring the archer, just a whirling chain, just managing to knock all of them.
I like that too. Yes, absolutely. So yes, he's running around, arrow blocked by the chain, arrow blocked by the chain, but you're not even looking at him. You're sort of off. He's not even You're not really trying to. It's just there's this sort of almost sphere of chain around you that you're just as you sort of twirl it around you.
Mm-hmm.
Curses. Oh well, sucks for him.
Mm-hmm.
That is it for him on this shot. That is it for 7. 6.
Gentle rain.
Yep.
Hang on. I am sorry. The Elven Archers go on 7. My bad.
Dang.
Well, there are 4 of them left. So the first 4 of you. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Mange is missed. Let's see. It's Mange, then Diesel, then Rocky, then Ignatius. So Mange is missed. Oh lordy. Diesel is missed. The one shooting Ignatius manages to shoot himself in the foot.
It's the one.
Actually,
it's
no.
the one he taunted.
So he shoots the arrow at Ignatius. Ignatius, it happens just as your pen is coming back down from your clubbing strike, and you just bat the arrow back at him and take him out unintentionally. However, there is something fucky going on for Rocky. The Fey energies are really screwing with you. Does a 24 hit you?
Jesus Christ!
Oof.
That's by 11.
Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, base
Was that from
damage.
a move?
That was from a mook.
That is a very fortunate mook.
Yes, it is. Base damage
Okay.
8 because it is a short bow.
So that's 19 minus toughness of 7, so that's 12. That puts me at 22 wound points.
I am sorry.
I'm not impaired yet, though.
That is good.
He's good. He's
I'm
gentle
glad-
at rain. There's nothing to worry about.
I'm glad that you didn't take more damage, but I'm also unhappy that my condition didn't trigger.
Well, hold on there, because I might hurt myself and cause it to trigger anyway on my turn.
That's it for
Yeah,
7.
you're just fucking up all the bad luck there, Sketch.
6.
So 6. I'm going to go ahead and shoot first, and I'm going to take out 2 of those fuckers and spend a fortune die in the process.
All right.
Spend one.
Yeah, you drop 2 of them.
That would be a 15, so it takes out 2 of them.
Oh, yes, it does.
Like the golem has like the arrow just sort of like wedged in one of the crystals, and it visibly winces at that, and it just sort of remarks, this is most unfortunate indeed, and then shoots 2 of them out.
Yep.
All right, I need to step out for a quick moment.
Magical energy surges over the 2 mooks and the two elves, and they crumple to the ground.
Yeah, they're just being knocked out. He doesn't shoot to kill.
Fair enough. Mange.
Mange is going to.
Are you on 6?
I am on 6.
Okay.
Oh yes. Also yes. Also Diesel.
Diesel's. Do you want to go first?
No, you go ahead. Go ahead.
So Mange is going to grip up on the chain and sweep the hook low at his legs before dancing around him and bringing the weight down on his head.
All right. Yep. So the red cap will hop over the low swing, and we'll try to hop over the low swing. Yeah, you hit him. Actually,
The bong.
yeah. All right. So, yeah, he hops over he basically hops the side over the low sweep, spins to the side, and your clubbing blow comes down and cracks over the head of one of the elven archers.
That's all of them, isn't it?
No, there's one more.
There's one more.
There's one lone elf archer left other than the named one.
So it goes down to +1, +2 again. All the named characters lose a shot.
Yep.
You are quick. I am eating your heart for the bugbear, though.
Task me, Eric. You task me.
All right.
Diesel.
Diesel is going to open up his hand where the remains of the energy that he absorbs to make his muscles big is still palmed.
Yep.
And he's going to kind of like tennis ball toss it up a few times. And then he's going to toss it up in the air and smack his sword into it and send it flying up into the tree branches. And I'm going to use my push mutant attack on the archer in the trees.
All right. Cool.
Okay, so this is using my mutant attack score. 13.
The
That's
elf.
not a great roll.
Yeah. The bolt of magic that you swat at him goes streaking at the elf, but he's still leaping from branch to branch, and it basically tracks him right into the tree that he's dodging behind as he's going from branch to branch. And you sort of blow part of a tree apart with it, and the elf sort of looks surprised, very curious about how that just happened.
Because I decided it did.
I'm aware. Anybody else
Well,
on
that guy's
6?
gonna be fucking hard to hit. Good. All right.
All right. So, anyone else on 6?
Nope.
5. The red cap
No.
finally gets to go.
Not before me.
Oh, sorry.
And not
that is
for
fair.
me again.
That's fair. You guys get to go.
All right. Ash, do you want to go first? Since we're dealing with different things.
Yeah, I'll go first. This is simple. Ignatius is like just looking at this red cap. He just, he Elkabonged. His pan is, like the handle is like starting to bend, and he just like gives it like one last go before the pan just completely bends in half uselessly.
Okay.
And I'm gonna throw a fortune die into there.
I'm shocked. Shocked, I say. Yeah, you claw beneath the last elf. As
Oh,
he
20.
yeah, as you come swinging down, he sees this time he sees the frying pan. He's like, no, literally grabs one of the elves and throws it in front of you.
He's like, what the hell, man? And it is the elf that shot Ignatius earlier.
Yes. The elf sort of looks up and is like, wait, what? Kong.
Oh. He's out like a light.
Out of friends now, little man.
He comes running up to Mange and tries to kick you in the balls.
I'll spend a shot to dodge.
Fair enough.
I will spend a shot to put my knees together.
Oh boy.
Oh,
All
jeez,
right.
I hope it way awful, so he just catches it between his legs.
Nope, that's a miss. He just misses.
Yeah, I didn't need to spend a shot. That's okay.
So, yeah, he basically kicks you in the shin, but not very hard. Basically, he
And
loses his foot. You basically, by your movement, you manage to just sort of take a glancing kick off the shin.
Also, I just realized I did spend a shot dodging, so I'm on 4, not 5. My
Okay.
bad.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and I'm now on 2. So
Fair enough. And so is the red
So is-
cap.
And so am I.
Yep. Well, so that's it for 5, right?
Mhm.
Okay, now 4. Steno, and there are no more mooks left. So yeah. Steno, you're up.
All right, then. Steno will slither about in a rhythmic manner, just kind of making it so it's like, all right, I'm going to seem like I'm about to move here, but then my serpentine movements move me a little over there, just making it difficult to just kind of track how she's moving exactly.
Yep.
And with the aid of a fortune die, she's going to conclude the slower rhythms with a quick coil and spring with claws at the front.
Okay. Go for it.
All right.
The Elf Scout is not going to dodge because he does not. He is used to not having to actively dodge shit.
Mhm. All right. So fortune.
And you missed him last time, so clearly you're not skilled enough to hit him.
I hit him last time. I hit him really well last
no,
time.
you did. Right, I'm wrong. Right, never mind. But yeah, he's not dodging.
he's an arrogant elf. What do you expect?
Yes, he is.
How do I make this character sheet use into roll a fortune die automatically? Because I don't think that's quite what it's looking for.
You click the thing and it'll bring up another window, and you can throw.
Type in how many
fortune
fortune dice
die
you're adding. Yeah.
It's an
Mm,
automatic prompt when you use an attack.
If you click on the die
Let's see.
next to your creature powers line,
Oh, whoa,
Oh, Jesus Christ!
All right, I think I got him.
I think you both got the character sheet and you got him. Yeah. Just.
even if he
think you
was
need that
dodging, that
fortune
wouldn't
die,
help. So
Yeah.
yeah, you hit by 11.
So that's
So that's 24
24.
damage. That is 19 wound points. His toughness. He's an elf. He's toughness 5.
Mm,
I'm
not sorry for him at all.
Specifically, he's a weedy elf.
Mm-hmm.
He's all about dodging
Weenie.
and not being hit. All right. So
I've played that character in
Yeah.
these games before, and I've been on the other end of these dice. So how do you feel?
like a game master, this happens to me. There are times this
I
happens.
know.
There are times it doesn't. I mean, all right. So as I said,
Oh,
you
I
hit by
know.
11.
I know.
13 so 24 minus 5 is 19 wound points. That brings him to 28 wound points. He is impaired. Minus 1 to all his attacks and to his defense. Ow! So Steno does a coiling spring at him, rakes him with his claws, draws, basically just rips open, his left shoulder, down sort of the side, and you can see blood just starts gushing down the side. He grimaces, staggers to one side,
This is the last opportunity I'll provide. Lay down your arms, or I will lay them down for you, beside you.
All right. That is it for 4, I believe. Correct?
That's it for me.
3.
That's me.
All right, Diesel, what are you doing?
I'm going to, in the midst of Mange clashing with the red cap,
Mhm.
I'm going to come running up, and I'm going to briefly lock eyes with the red cap as I'm running, and then I'm going to run over to one of his fallen red cap minions, and I'm going to punt it up into the trees at the elf archer.
Awesome. All right. Another push attack, I take it.
Yes.
All right, go for it.
That's even worse than last time.
All right.
It's not very accurate. It's not a very accurate weapon.
You are not trained at punting enemies at enemies.
Not
Someone
yet,
go
anyway.
anywhere and explode into chunky vessels.
So you boot the dead red cap. You hear it makes a very, very disturbing crunching noise because of your enhanced strength, and it goes sailing smack into the tree next to the elf.
Yeah, that's the problem with doing the 60-yarders, is that you can have the leg strength, but you gotta also be on target. So
The elf sort of winces.
Oh yeah, that red cap is not getting up.
No. All right, the elf scout goes, looks down at his sort of now mostly useless left arm, grimaces, and screams something in Elven, which, for those of you who understand it, is basically he's for the honor of Her Majesty, and goes leaping at Steno, trying to stab her in the neck.
Do I forego my
Something sounding
last
vaguely
action?
Welsh. Go.
Do I dodge and forego my last action, or just let him go ahead and let the regeneration do the work?
He doesn't know that.
this is
No,
the
he
last-
doesn't, but I do.
this is probably
It's a
the
bit of a
last
disadvantage of his. Yeah, I'll see what he can do in this state. Why not?
Yeah, unfortunately, most of his cool tricks have been disabled currently, so yeah, he misses. Basically, he stabs at you, and basically, he loses his foot. He steps on sort of some of his own spilled blood, loses his footing, stumbles forward.
At which point, my tail sweeps out from under him.
Yeah, and he plummets to the ground. That's it for him, unfortunately. All right, the elven archer. Well, the red cap's still standing, so he's not going to try to run away yet. But he sees that he's got there's another threat on the field that he's got to deal with in some way, shape, or form. So he's going to stop running about, plant take actual careful aim and fire a shot at Diesel.
Okay.
Twang.
Did you roll?
Yes.
What did you roll the 14?
I rolled a
Is that
14.
yours?
Yes.
Okay, that hits me by 1. Yes.
Sorry. And by the way, the elf previous roll was 11. I should be more specific about reading out actual rolls because I am uploading MP3s of this. So
Right.
so a 14 will hit you by 1, I believe.
Yes, it does.
All right, so 11 damage. Subtract your toughness.
All right, that's a total of 5 wound points, as I have a toughness of 6. Okay.
Yep. All right. Yeah, he's done for the sequence. As is the elf scout. All right, that is it for 3. Dos.
Actually, sorry, I forgot to mention I was. Wait, was I on 3? Yeah, I was on 3 as well. Sorry.
Okay,
about
sorry,
that.
Sketch. I did not. I missed.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I missed you.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I missed the 3 being called out when I was doing food shuffle and stuff.
Okay. Fair enough.
He's probably just gonna shoot at the remaining archer mooks that are available. How many are left? 2 or 1?
What? They're none.
All the mooks are dead.
All the mooks are dead.
Honestly, the red cap did more damage to the mooks than we did.
No, Eric.
That's not how that works.
So the red cap is still active though, right?
Oh, the red cap. Yes, he's still active. Eric, I will point out you drop more than he. You drop more than he used. Than he sacrificed.
The golem will just
That's all
raise
you're
their
talking
hand.
about, Peter.
The golem will just raise their hand and try to knock out the red cap. So
Okay.
let's do no fortune dice being spent.
Okay.
That's just a 13 on that. I'm gonna guess misses.
No, that. Oh no, it does miss. Because the red cap has +1 to his defense against range attacks.
It's not a backlash though, because it's not a way awful.
Nope.
It's just a miss.
No,
Yeah,
he basically, the bolt of energy comes flying at him, and he just sort of, you can sort of see he sees you out of the corner of his eye and sort of sways out of the way slightly.
He parkours out of the way. Got it.
He's good at dodging range attacks.
Does he say parkour when he parkours though?
No, he
That's
does
the
not say
important
parkour.
thing. Oh, okay. Anyways,
It doesn't count then. Then it's if you don't say parkour when you're doing it, then it's free running.
Well, fortunately for him, he wasn't doing parkour or free running. He just sort of dodged. He just bent like a willow, basically. All right, 2.
All right.
All right, it's Iggy.
On 2, as he dodges in the willow, I bring the chain up in the back of his head.
Okay.
The big bladed hook.
All right. Jesus Christ!
Oof! I am on fire tonight.
The positive die exploded twice. That's a 25.
25.
25.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he has no moves.
I killed a mook, so it's a 12. It's +2, so that's a 15.
Yeah, well,
damage.
yeah. All right, so you hit him by 12. So 27 damage minus his toughness of 6 is 21 plus 19 is 40. Yeah, you drop him like a bad habit.
Before he like breathes his last, I want to push him to the ground, slip the bladed hook underneath his throat, and say, "This is for killing friend," and just decapitate him.
Okay. So noted.
He's like, should have made the shoes, mate.
You can feel the elven archer wincing from up in the tree. Well, all right then. 25. All right. It happens.
All right.
That's it. That's it for me for the sequence. So
I kind of figured. I hope so. Anybody else on
just thinking.
Ignatius, what are you doing?
All right. So all we got left is the elf.
The elf in the tree, the elf in the tree, and the elven scout who's lying on the ground, kind of bleeding out, but he's not actually technically out of the fight yet. Technically.
So at this point, having bent his frying pan into a awful shape, Iggy goes to the recently fallen red cap captain or whatever, rips off his shoe, his metal shoe, and just wings it at the elf that's going after.
All right, go for it.
The elf going after what's your Setheno?
Steno. Yep.
Okay. So, and you know what? I will use another fortune die. So there's that. Do that.
A 16 will hit by 2.
A 17 will hit by 2. Will hit by
3 then. All right. You're throwing a shoe. You're throwing an iron shoe at him.
An iron shoe at him.
All right. Normally, most thrown weapons are. Let me take a look at the thrown weapons here. Throwing star shuriken is 5. Thrown dagger is 6. Thrown found object heavy. This qualifies. 6 damage base. Thrown object heavy. Yeah, that would be it. Yeah.
So 9 as he gets hit by a shoe. What the fuck?
Who throws a shoe? Really?
Who throws a shoe? Honestly.
All right. So you hit by 3. Base damage is 6, so 9 minus his toughness of 5. He takes 4 wound points. Ow! Sort of clonk. Ah! That's it for you. Anybody else on 2?
Nope.
Juan.
I am on 1.
All right. Anyone else on 1? I think that's a no. All right, go.
All right. So, realistically speaking, this person is on the ground. They're about missing an arm, and they're in a pretty terrible state.
Yep.
So, Steno is just going to coil around them and crush them into,
Okay.
their lack of surrender.
Yep. He is not dodging.
Oop. Nope.
Well, he manages to basically as you start coiling around him, his the sort of instinctual part of his brain kicks in, and he sort of squirms his way out, partially lubricated by the profuse bleeding he's doing. And you manage to not complete your constriction, and he gets out.
Right.
Barely.
So that was a 9 on the attack roll, so not a great result.
Yes, 9 on the attack roll. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Nick. All right, that's it for the sequence, I believe.
Yep.
New initiative rolls.
All right, now is my time to make up for doing nothing.
All right.
Yay!
Initiative. There's the button. 12 again.
That sucks to be him. All right. So, all right, let me see. Dwayne is on 8, Mange is on 12, Diesel's on 12. Iggy is on 9. What's Steno's initiative for this round?
That is a good question. Where's the initiative? There it is.
9. All right.
Slightly better.
Well, on 14, the elf archer surveys the battlefield and describes that discretion is definitively the better part of valor at this point. He is cheesing it. Zoinks and away.
But I am not done with you! Coward!
Come, we will play board games, and by board games I mean I will beat the shit out of you.
Until I am growing bored.
All right,
I thought you meant you'd beat him with a board.
that is the archer's action for 14. He is running away.
Okay.
I would like to intercept that, but I don't think I can on my shot.
It'll be an action that has to be taken before his next action would be, which is 11.
All right, so no. All
Nobody
right.
on 13. 12.
Hello.
Would anybody on
He's
12
blue.
like to attempt to intercept? Try to stop him from cheesing it.
I throw another body at him.
All right.
So what kind of roll is this to prevent the cheesing? Of
It is a speed. You make a speed check against targeting his speed.
Fuck. All right, here we go.
Yeah, our worst scores. Okay, that's not my worst score.
That's
There's near
not
there.
going to do it.
Nope, his speed is 8. So you hurl
All
the
right.
body, and it thuds into another. You punt another body at him, and it thuds into a tree, and he disappears into the forest.
Not
Mage
quite
to go.
yet. 'cause I'm also
Yes,
on
quite
12.
yet. You only get one attempt. The party gets one attempt
Oh.
to stop it.
Really?
Okay.
I thought there were more.
Nope. It is specifically designed so that named characters have a chance to actually get away.
Okay.
Okay, that makes sense.
Next time I will keep that in mind and let someone fast try and do it if there is an
Ne-
opportunity.
next ti-
So,
Yeah.
Next time that archer is gonna get upgraded to like a villain of the campaign, great. Well,
That's
we
it
know
for-
who the big bad is.
I am going to say that we're not going to finish the fight here. I also Eric, I probably would have just decreed he gets away anyways.
Fair enough.
It's just a mook. I mean, come on.
Well, no, he's a named character, but
Okay. But sorry about that.
yeah, I'm not sure
In case Peter wants to use the archer again later.
exactly. Also,
gonna turn
maybe him getting away to let the court know that there are invaders in the forest might be something I want to have happen, possibly.
So, but we still have the swordsman around, right?
Oh yeah, but if We can roll it out if you guys like, but
No, what I want to do is, can I make an intimidation check on him?
sure if you'd like to.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold the red cap's head in one hand. I'm going to take a bite out of it like an apple.
Jesus. Okay.
Even Ignatius is
Crunchy
kind of like,
hyena teeth.
he's like, what the hell?
And then you stick your hand right up in there, and you're like,
I think we should let them go. I'm going to say around the mouthful, you are leaving and telling not to be messing with us. And intimidate.
Okay, roll.
Where's my intimidate skill? There it is.
That's a no.
is that a
Well,
close?
basically, I take a bite out of it, realize that. So,
out of the.
That's technically an open roll, but
Yeah.
but even if
Oh, that was
it
an open
wasn't
roll,
opening
sorry.
downwards, it would not be enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
So even without the opening downwards, that would still be a 9,
Yeah.
which does not beat his willpower of 12. So you do
So
that.
I
You
take a bite out of it and just. I'm forgetting I hate the taste of these things. Blah. He starts fumbling for a canteen.
The elf looks up at you through, grimacing in intense pain. Curses at you in Elvish and spits at you.
Starts making cat noises.
And at best, he passes out from the pain at this point. But not before he can have one little act of defiance.
I am keeping the red cap's hat, by the way.
I'm shocked to hear that. Mange remembers that he's not actually fond of eating the Fae.
See, you can't eat the Fae, because that means you accepted their hospitality. And now you gotta worry about this all kind of weird thing.
It's accepting food in the fairylands. It's just a terrible idea.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. So, you have defeated the Fae patrol. That unfortunately gacked one of your scouts. Nick
All
has
right,
stepped
I
away for a
imagine there's
second.
something akin to like dog tags or identification on Kadrix's mooks.
Yep, sure.
So
why not?
I'll grab that from him, but we can't bring the body back right now. So
Yep.
There's probably some kind of like indication on the dog tags of whether or not they wish to be brought back as like an undead minion or something.
yeah.
So we move our friend the bugbear's body somewhere. We kind of hide it so it doesn't get,
I love the fact that was he willing to be brought back as an undead minion? Okay, we'll have to go talk to the castle necromancer. But wait, don't we work for a lich? No, technically, no.
It's not really his shtick.
Kadrix doesn't actually know necromancy.
Yeah, this is one of the few times you see Mange actually get kind of solemn and dealing with a fallen subordinate.
Yep. All right. Well, I think you guys are going to keep heading towards the fortress then. You do.
Mm-hmm.
Fortunately, as you get on further ahead, you do catch up with the other scouts who were not caught. And they're able to give you good enough directions to get there without getting lost in the forest. The forest is currently trying to get you lost. But since you sent scouts in ahead, you don't get lost. Well done. You had a good
Hooray.
plan, and you get rewarded for it.
There we go.
Welcome back, Nick.
Yeah,
Welcome
sorry
back.
about that. Yeah, it was literally, there were just several times when there would just be stretches of like 20 seconds of silence for me. So I figured,
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm just gonna switch to using the. I think it must be like using Roll20 in conjunction with Discord that's causing problems.
Ah, okay, I can see that.
That might be. I could see
I
that
can see
being
that
an
possibly
issue.
being the issue. Anyways, you're, as I was saying to the rest of the group, because you guys sent scouts in ahead to actually locate where you need to go. Even with the forest trying to get you lost, you actually managed to get where you're going.
Okay. Cool. All
You
right.
get rewarded for your good plan.
He's good.
Good plan.
It was a good plan. That was legitimately a good plan.
All right.
You guys
So we
had a
can
good
get
plan last week, in addition to several ones that were of dubious value. Yeah. So, you arrive, come up on another clearing, where one of your other scouts sort of, what the hell is, oh God. Sorry, I just happened to notice something stuck in my keyboard, and it's a moth that flew down into the lights of the down because my keyboard has lights in it,
Nice.
and got itself stuck in there and died. Poor little thing.
Well,
Well, didn't notice anything.
I suppose it was very enthusiastic about your keyboard. It approved.
Yeah, apparently. Oh well. All right, so, so you arrive at the fortress, and hang on one second. And you arrive at the fortress. Da da da.
Dragon Age Inquisition. I think I remember storming that place.
Maybe, I don't know. I looked for enchanted forest fortress, and this came up.
I might be wrong. It might just be a similar design, but
All those good guys.
I did a Google image search, so
All those good guys. They're standardized company bot designs. No ounce of originality in all of them.
Prefab orbital drop. Boom.
Yeah.
We're the good guys.
That's one way to look at it, I guess. Sure.
I mean, like we're not the bad guys by default.
Default.
All right, so you are at the fortress. What do you guys want? How do you want to approach this?
All right. So you said there was a scout waiting for us by the fortress.
We're outside the clearing. Yeah, they've not gone. They've not gone in because well, they will. They will. It is the scout is a goblin, and she will point out the guards up along the parapets that are doing actually a remarkably good job at keeping an eye out for things.
Okay.
Almost as if the people here are a little bit paranoid about the fact they're in a fae. They're in a forest belonging to the fae.
Right.
It's like apparently they have some sort of deal that allows them to stay here, but they don't trust the fae courts particularly.
Right.
I can't imagine why.
I seems weird to me. They're such trustworthy folk. Okay, so so she gives us like guard positions, and has she been around long enough to know anything about the rotation?
Yeah, she actually will give. She will actually give you full details. They are doing again. Their pattern. Their sort of patrol patterns and and guard changes have been nothing short of professional. Like, she's legit impressed. Whoever's running this place knows what the fuck they're doing, and his or her people listen to them because. Like the guard change, like there's never a guard change that happens leaving the walls unwatched. Which is one of those things like, wait, that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Like they change people out like one at a time, and like these shifts overlap basically.
They've got staggered shifts. Those pricks. Okay.
It's like, wait.
I was thinking, well, if the guard change, once someone's kind of bored at the end of their shift with nothing happening, that's the best time to do it. But if they have staggered shifts, it's so much smaller of an opportunity.
You listen to her describing it, you realizing that this is exactly the sort of thing you do back at home. For exactly that reason.
For this reason, yes.
It's like, but that's my trick.
The moment you realize the other guys are competent.
Yeah. Yeah. While the previous knight of the Order of the Order of the Silver Star, Sir Avalonius, was not the brightest bulb. Apparently, not the entire order are not idiots. Darn. But she has gotten. She does report, that they do have a fair number of footmen operating inside. She has seen two people. She's seen at least two people in the fort at all times. Usually, when they're out and about, are wearing very well cared for, but not like well maintained, but very clearly well used plate armor.
Right.
One of them looks like he favors sword and shield. The other seems to favor a Zweihander of some sort.
Gotcha.
And other than that, she's only seen two people that sort of meet the description, like two very clearly important people and a bunch of footmen. But there might be more people inside. She can't tell.
Is good work. You are waiting for us for I give some reasonable time for us to pull this off. And then you are heading back. Meet with Zola at Edge of Forest. See if you can't hook up with guys with Trailblazers midway.
Understood, sir. If you need me to do anything, just let me know. But I will keep. I will keep watch.
Yes, needing you to keep watch is best. We will meet you when op is done. And
She
then we,
will go over a
all
couple
go
of
home
basic.
together.
She'll go over a couple of basic potential possible signals, like
Cool.
if a unit of knights show up, or it has a different signal, then the Fey folk are coming.
Right. I'd be sure to let her know that they know we're here and they are alert. The various Fey.
Yep. That is why she's like, okay, no, Wild Hunt might show up. That would be bad.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So
First thought, playing to tropes. There is clearly a secret passage behind the waterfall. There's always a secret passage behind the waterfall.
okay.
Good news, there's a secret passage about the waterfall. Bad news, it leads to the sewers underneath the castle.
Wait, that's bad news?
It is if you have a nose.
I mean,
Wait, so that's bad
Ignatius,
news?
Half the party.
Ignatius and the goal and
The golem.
the
Dwayne.
golem don't care about that at all. Honestly,
Yeah.
most of you probably don't care that much, to be honest.
You've been around Maine, so yeah. And the alchemy lab. So
I mean, I imagine Mange is ecstatic about a sewer, but will cope.
Gets all stuck in the fur. And it's just very unpleasant.
But that is a potential approach. Is there any other approaches you want to try that you might want to consider? I'm asking out of curiosity, because I don't know what your plan is. There's a
This is
fortress.
terrible-
It looks basically like this. Yes.
This is a terrible plan, but I do know that there are several trees that are tall enough to climb the entirety of the wall.
Sure.
Yeah, that would be terrible because since there's a vigilant watch that are watching the trees in particular.
On the way out, there is a trebuchet out there we can launch ourselves out of.
That's true. If you they're two actually, I believe.
Oh,
there
yeah,
are
yeah,
two.
the other one, yeah, it was underneath the slider.
That's the escape strategy, is to fire ourselves into the river.
So my fifth ed goblin game, I just want to point out that we cut the travel time from the castle to the besieged mill in half by launching ourselves out of a ballista,
Nice.
which is classic goblin. I'm just going to put that out there.
Yeah.
You reach peak goblin, you fire yourselves out of a siege weapon.
Man.
If only I had a Holocaust cloak and a wheelbarrow.
Oh,
Just,
Evan
just-
Coke
just
right
try
here. Miracle Max is giving me. Says it did so well, why not keep?
give us the key to the gate. I don't have any such key. Mange, break off his arms. Oh, this key.
You mean this gate key? There is no six-finger man in this castle.
I could knock over a tree, either as a diversion or to tip it over onto the wall.
I have a suggestion if the others are willing to coordinate.
Hmm?
Well, there's the whole matter of the watch change is staggered, right?
Right.
So there are points where there is one guard. Well, suppose that guard suddenly was not in a condition to respond to anything, and it was rather quiet. Like, say, they suddenly had a stiffening feeling.
I'm just imagining this
Just
scene.
just taking a watch upon the watch.
It's not time for hanky panky.
Excuse me.
Ignatius is like, all right, we do that. We put a cloak around him so nobody will notice till it's too late.
There you are.
There's a plan. We just have to hope it's the only
And we
guard.
are scaling walls or going under waterfall? What is plan?
Well, if there's only one guard watching the walls at those times, and they are not in a condition to be watching particularly well, those trees do seem rather attractive for most of you.
This is a workable plan.
Yep. Is looking like there are approaches to wall. Not much of killing field. Should be easy to get to wall.
In any case, that's going to be Steno's suggestion, basically taking the Metal Gear Solid approach of just knocking out the one guard.
Okay. That sounds like a possible workable plan. So you've got that, or you could try for the inevitable secret passage behind the waterfall trick if you'd like to try that. But the wall seems like it might.
Actually, why
The,
not
the
both?
the wall does not rely upon standard movie tropes. So
Here's my line of thought. Steno doesn't really do the whole tree climbing thing. Not that kind of snake, and she's a bit heavy. Just a bit. So the rest of them could go up, whereas the ones who don't particularly need to, worry about breathing underwater, i.e.
Yep.
myself and the golem,
Yo,
could traverse the waterfall.
and Iggy's a skelly.
wherever you
there
need me,
go.
Chief.
I think Iggy could make his own decision about whether to go over or under.
I think Iggy would go over and probably steal the skies because he's the only man-sized person here. And as long as they don't look too close, it's kind of working disguise.
Okay, I can see that.
All right, let's try the. We'll do the two-pronged attack. Yeah, we'll do that.
All right.
Agreed. I'm muting myself because I'm eating some spicy food. And woo.
All right.
So Mange and I and Iggy then will position ourselves ready to climb a tree while Steno gets ready to do her thing.
All right. So, you wait for the moment of the guard change to happen. For one of the guard changes to happen, and isolate one of the guards near a tree that is climbable. Yeah, give me an attack roll. Give yourself a free fortune die. Due to the fact that you're catching him like completely and utterly by surprise.
All right, then I'll just roll up. I'll just do a regular roll and then a D6 afterwards, so it won't penalize my count.
Yep.
Oh, I don't think it's necessary, but all right, for the sake of fun.
It's not necessary, but I'm just sort of like, yeah, this is a good enough plan that, yeah, all right. So Steno times it perfectly. He sort of looks down. You lock eyes with him, and he is now made of stone. Go, Gadget Gorgon. All right. Mange.
A silent takedown.
Yep. Yeah. Totally. Mange, Diesel, and Ignatius scale the tree and up the wall. You guys can. So was the plan sort of have Ignatius sort of disguise himself as a guard briefly to buy you guys time, or was it some other plan? I may have misunderstood.
I think Ignatius went up first and like grabbed a cloak, and he's
Okay.
up there. Another guard wanders by.
Fair enough. All right. And
He'll like wave at him.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys do that. Steno and our resident golem go behind the waterfall, and there is a quote secret passage end quote. It is the sewer, yes. Behind the waterfall, and you guys work your way in, and looks like there's sort of some sort of like manhole thing that goes up into the courtyard, where they can sweep slop and stuff down out of the courtyard from the various livestock inside.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys can enter the. It is very clear that there's from up on the wall. It is very yeah. I will say this. The manhole that goes to the courtyard looks like it's about the only way up out of this area that is large enough to fit either Rocky or Steno. There are other holes down that they're not. They're sized as sort of medieval plumbing and not body sized.
Mm-hmm. That's fine.
But you can definitely get up into the courtyard. From the top of the wall, you can see where the area is sort of in for the. You can see the courtyard leads back to the main tower. You are fairly certain that the only way really into the tower proper is through the courtyard.
Mm.
The main building of the fortress. Because basically there's the outer walls, and then the main sort of building is in the middle of the court in the middle. So you're gonna have to traverse the courtyard, and you're fairly certain you're going to attract attention.
Well, we'll just have to wait and see if we get a suitable distraction from the other team, I'd say.
Let's sweep the walls, take out the guards.
All right. I will. Assuming you want to do this quietly, I am going to need intrusion checks from you guys.
Intrusion checks. So that's unskilled.
Is that from everyone or just the other team?
The people sweeping the wall.
Okay.
7.
7.
Can I add a fortune to this?
Of course you can.
Is this closed or open?
Closed.
If I do this, is it going to be closed or not? If I just do it unskilled?
The button I don't know. There's a closed roll thing on there somewhere. I just don't know where it is. I've not looked at the character sheets closely. So
closed roll. Where's that at? I see untrained skilled. I don't see closed roll. So
No. That's on the token. If you bring out if you go into your character sheet and go into the bio and info page, pull out the picture onto the board and click on that. That token will have a CR and OR pop up in the left-hand corner, and they'll just do a basic closed roll or open roll without any modifiers.
okay. So which of these buttons do I hit?
CR would be closed roll.
I don't see a CR. I see a.
You have to click on your token first, and then in the upper left-hand corner it should pop up when you click on your token.
I'm not seeing it either personally, but
It's on mine, so
Yeah, I don't have it on mine.
It's not on mine.
weird.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So it's roll.
/R.
So /R.
1d6 minus 1d6 plus whatever number.
1d6 plus
1d6 minus 1d6.
minus
Yeah.
1d6 because I'm doing a fortune roll.
Oh yeah.
1d6 plus 1d6.
So that's then 3 plus your action value.
So 10.
Yes, that's 10. Yes.
That's it. Yeah.
4 plus 7 gives me
11.
11.
All right, 2 of you. Okay, no one rolled below a 5, and 2 of you rolled one. At least one of you rolled 10 or better. You successfully clear the walls without being detected.
Hooray! Diesel's a little bit less delicate than the others.
No, that is yes, exactly. But you're not loud enough to attract to overcome the fact that everybody else was actually very, very professional about it. Well done.
There's a montage of each of us doing like professional stealth skills, and Diesel just goes crunches someone's head with his fist.
There's like some cut off the courtyard artery kind of things. There's some blackjack hits, and then there's Diesel grabbing a guy by the shoulders and lifting his head up into the ceiling really hard.
All right, you've dealt with the guards on the walls.
Actually, it's not so much that Diesel's making noise; it's that he takes people out this way, and Mange laughs at him.
I like that.
I like that a lot, actually.
All right, so you've cleared the walls. What now?
All right.
All right.
Well, we should do a distraction.
Yes. The guard towers, they have any kind of
They do.
explosives? Of course they have explosives.
Yeah. Diesel is headed there already.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm using the
trebuchets
sabotage
have
roll.
flaming shot. Of course they do.
Diesel is going to take some said exploding shot on like the ballista or the let's go with the ballista. Yeah. Is going to position it, and then he's going to sabotage this in such a way so that he has it delayed to fire, but also when it fires, it doesn't actually launch the shot forward. It just kind of sets it off while it's still sitting in the mechanism.
Okay.
Ooh. I've got an idea. Mange, why don't we leave the red hat from the red cap nearby the explosion? And make it look like the Fae infiltrated the castle.
He looks at the hat. I'm liking a hat though. But okay, is good plan.
All right.
I like how you just insist on doing all of the false flag operations possible at any given moment.
Like plans aren't like pancakes; they're like sandwiches. You gotta put them up, like you gotta build layer after layer after layer, and then you just smash it all together and eat it.
Wait, how's that different from pancakes? You just add layers of pancakes, smother in syrup and butter, then put the whole damn thing in your mouth. That's how it works.
Is that not how other people eat pancakes?
Exactly.
Anyway, I rolled a 7 on my sabotage attempt.
Okay. Given that you're not trying to do anything, like you're trying to cause a distraction more than anything,
Right.
the difficulty of that is not very high. You're trying to cause something to explode and make a lot of noise. Yeah, 7 is plenty.
I think mostly I was rolling so that I didn't blow a hand off.
Yes. So skaboom! Yeah, it does not explode while you're near it. All right, you have blown up you've set off an explosion, and there's a lot of commotion down in the grounds.
As we're going nearby, Ignatius just kind of shouts, "Hey, bloody red caps! They're over the wall!"
Okay. Give me a deceit check if you've got it.
I do not, but I can just afford to do another.
We are not subtle.
Yeah, we're not subtle at all.
All right, which group are you with, by the way, Ash?
I am with
Mange and Diesel.
Yeah,
Okay, it looks like you're with me and Stano here.
Oh, right.
I just thought of something. I'm
Yeah.
going to, as we're going down the wall or whatever, I'm going to take some of the guards that we have knocked out before, and I'm going to lay them out sprawled out, and I'm going to grab some arrows from their quivers and kind of stab them into their chests like they've been shot
Okay.
from over the wall. So
All right.
Nice.
That's a 4. Good to know. I will keep that in mind.
Oh. I'm thinking of all the possible ways this could have gone wrong.
You start shouting it next to the friggin' Doomborn and Knoll. Everyone looks over like, hey!
Hey.
As a matter of fact, you start shouting that, and as you do, you notice that there are 2 knights out in the grounds who look up. One of them looks the one with the sword, the one with the shield slung over his back and a sword on his hip, sort of looks around, looks up, sort of glares at you. So you can sort of almost you can't actually see him mouth it, but you can definitely see his red caps, huh? Yeah. We have intruders on the walls. Rally the troops.
He's like, I'll chase it.
Oh, it was a good plan while it lasted.
But they are very clearly not paying attention to the manhole. I'll put it that way. So yeah, you if you guys want to, basically, I'm at a point where I'm about to roll initiative. If you guys want to, unless you guys want to see if you can try to find a way to avoid a fight, but if you otherwise, yeah, you should probably roll initiative.
Range of what a fight? Come on.
I like to think elsewhere the golem saying to Thanos on the line, saying, I'm certain that our compatriots are doing everything they can to do this mission with the most subtlety.
Kaboom!
since Diesel was up on the wall with the guards and stuff like that, he's going to go over to the other ballista and turn it around.
All right, so that's gonna be that's where you're headed for the beginning of this. Okay, good to know.
Yes.
All right, how many footmen did I plan for this?
I'm gonna guess there's stairs or something
Sure.
up to the wall.
Otherwise, how would they get up there?
Exactly.
I mean,
The
there's stairs or
elevator.
ladders or something. What would you
I'll
prefer?
just head over to the head of the wall and like take cover so they can't shoot at me. Just sitting there waiting for people to start poking their heads up,
Bonk.
Ignatius is like,
niggering like
cover him.
Muttley.
All right, so you're waiting up there.
Hmm?
You're waiting at the top of the stairs, sort of
Yes.
out of the way. All right, 1 or 2 guards come up and get clonked, and then you hear a voice shouting out, "No, you idiots! They're waiting for you to go up the stairs while they're on
Use
the
the
walls."
elevator.
Somebody keep an eye on the other ballista. One of them might be headed that way.
There's no one by the stairs. No one to worry about now. They are running off.
This is Elven Guard talking.
Hello, yes, this is Elven Guardman of the Guardman clan.
They're here to assault the fortress.
Oh man. This turned into a farce in like 5 seconds. I love it.
It's always sunny in the Forgotten Realms.
Well, Diesel's subtlety switch has been flipped off now that we're actually fighting. So here we go. Okay, so should we roll initiative?
Hang on 1 second.
Okay.
Apparently Gav actually crashed after finishing work, so he's just woken up.
Okay.
Mm.
So he might be
doing
hopping
alright.
in, might not be. Depends on how he's feeling. We'll see.
I like just Gav explodes on the scene through one of the walls.
No, I've got.
Oh, yeah!
I mean, I know exactly how he's going to show up because I'm going to give him an in. But,
You're so generous.
I'm really hoping for like a dynamic entry type of thing where there's just this like rocket plume that comes like screeching down in the courtyard.
you shits left without me, and he just crashes it through the ceiling like an escape pod type of thing.
I mean, I was thinking we start playing Flight of the Valkyries for him, and he just comes in with his helicopter blade.
He spins like a helicopter blade with one hand to fly, uses his other hand to shoot, and his other hand to like play a trumpet or something, you know?
It's got one of those big wax cylinder stenographs on his back, and it starts playing Flight of the Valkyries.
Not a stenograph, but a stenograph, yes.
A stenograph just turns you to stone, like if you look at it.
It tells you how well you've been turned to stone afterwards.
Geez. Like, you just gave me the stupidest fucking idea.
You gotta do it later. You gotta do it later.
Yeah, Gav is still pretty zonked and hasn't eaten yet, so he'll catch up for next time.
Fair enough.
Totally fair, dude.
Yeah.
Gav, for those who are listening, Gav is in the UK, so he's ahead by about 5 hours. So,
5 hours.
Yeah.
Except for Morad, he's even further ahead of her.
Yeah.
8 hours.
Yeah. At any rate, so I
want to just throw out my stupid idea here as a joke, and that's I think is funny. Just before the moment passes, regarding the stenograph, as Skitch mentioned, I like to imagine that you can't even make artistic renderings of steno, otherwise it turns you to stone.
You look at it, drawing a steno turns you to stone.
It's like, hey, I've got this Gorgon porn. Oh dear.
That's gonna give you a real stiffy. Oof.
Pornography is never going to make it. Never going to make it.
If I was going to edit this, if I was going to edit the video, this would probably be an early title card. Oh, that is that. We have an episode name, folks.
Yeah.
Gorgon porn makes you hard.
Tries about.
I just like, just excessive pornography is also a pretty good one there.
Well, this depends on how competent you are in comparison to the cast of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. The answer is you guys are actually competent, unlike the cast of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
We are probably going to be more competent, but don't jinx us on that.
Why not? I'm the game master. Of course I'm going to try to jinx you on some things like this.
Damn it, guys.
All right, so it becomes pretty clear that yes, Diesel, you'll be able to do something with the ballista, but they're not buying. They are very much not interested in filing up the stairs two at a time to let Mange crush them.
Bonk on the head. Bonk on the head.
Yes.
Bonk on the head.
You got two of them, and then the head knight is like, "No, that's stupid. Someone go get the portable the man portable catapults out of the tower."
Reminds me of Belkar in the one invasion part of Order of the Stick, where he has to wait for all the living creatures coming up, and he's like, goblin, zombie, son, because he can't kill a living creature.
But yeah, it becomes Eric. You realize that guy actually he might be the guy in charge. He seems like he actually has a brain in his head.
Okay. I might have to kill him then. I'm gonna have to kill him.
All right. So what are you guys gonna do?
I'm going to use my sabotage roll to fire the ballista at the mini indoor catapults.
Okay.
I have a question.
Sure.
I did not roll initiative since
No one's rolled initiative yet.
Detected. Okay. So, assuming that we don't get discovered, will we be rolling initiative, or we're not? Excuse me. Assuming we're not discovered,
you guys will be getting a bonus to your initiative rolls.
Okay.
I'm definitively giving you that.
Okay. I just wanted to know how we were proceeding about things.
Yes. Let's see. So you're gonna fire at the man portable catapults.
Yeah.
All right. So give me a sabotage roll. Give me your first sabotage roll to try to take out one of them.
Okay. I'm assuming that we're now open. So
yes, all rolls from now on are open outside of initiative rolls. Yes. We are definitely in a high stress situation.
That's not good.
Well, you didn't weigh awful.
No, it's okay.
So you fire the bolt, the explosive bolt at it. It misses. It sort of thuds on the ground, explodes. You knock over a couple of footmen, but the catapult is being set up, and it's going to take you a while to reload because
It's a ballista.
Yeah.
And I'm one person.
While you're very strong, they are not designed for that. And you can see that they're carrying what looks like some sort of bubbling concoction to the thing.
Oh boy.
At a guess to you, probably alchemical fire.
Okay, I've got an idea on what to do about that. Okay.
Yeah. Also, at this point, two things are going to happen. Number one, I am going to roll an attack roll with a bonus d6.
Uh-oh.
NPCs don't get to spend for fortune dice, but they can get situational ones. Oh, that's a good roll. All right. Well, good thing too.
Oh.
Because they rolled poorly. But with the fortune die, that makes up for it. 17 to hit you with a crossbow bolt, Nick.
Ow.
You
a
heard
crossbow
me.
bolt comes sailing out of from nowhere. You are not entirely certain where, and thuds into your chest. That is base
Okay.
damage 11, I believe, because I believe that is the damage of heavy. Yes, no, heavy crossbow's 10. Sorry, no, heavy crossbow's 11. It's heavy auto bow's 10. So yeah, 11. So base damage of 11 plus however much that hit you by.
That was a 17 to hit?
Yep.
All right, so total of 50. Oh, that's 9. All right.
Thunk.
All right, I'm going to kill that guy.
You'll have to find him.
Well, it cost me to do a spot right now.
Give me. You can give me a notice check right now if you'd like to, for free.
All right, let's do that. It's untrained, and it is open because it's combat. I'm not doing well today on those.
Nope, you do not spot him. It's almost like he actually has the intrusion skill.
Well, fuck him.
There's a hidden sniper, is all I'm saying. All right. At this point, I'm going to have everybody roll initiative.
All right.
The sewer team, you guys get +3 to the roll.
Woo! Wait a minute.
Ignatius on 12.
I am slow. I rolled a 9.
Diesel on
Yeah,
11.
that's good. That's good. Okay, good.
3 plus 3 to roll. Let's see here. That is
Uh,
12.
all
And
right,
that's
so I rolled a 12, so that'll put me at 15.
Wait a minute.
Yep.
It's an initiative roll. How did are initiative rolls open?
Nope.
No.
All right, I must have hit. I rolled my speed, not my initiative. Sorry. I put
Well,
the
your
wrong
speed is your
button.
initiative. That is correct.
No, but
Oh.
it was an open roll. I was like, how did I end up with 9 if it's not an open roll?
Oh, I see what you did. Yeah.
All right, 12.
12. Okay, that makes that makes sense now. Okay, I see what you did. You did a speed check as opposed to an initiative roll.
Exactly.
Yes.
All right. Sir Quistis goes on 9. Sir Magnus is on 10. And a sneaky bastard. Not a great roll. And
I just like to think that Seno and the Golem are like, this is kind of pleasant. This isn't too bad. This is going to be a very smooth opera. Boom!
all right.
Well, so much for that.
And
To be fair, that's what you get
Perhaps-
when you put the 3 idiots together.
Perhaps my trust in them was a bit unfounded or over enthusiastic.
All
No,
right,
this is
the
about what I
footmen are
had.
actually doing surprisingly well.
This is about what I had in mind, really.
All right.
By the way, between battles, do you regain wound points?
Nope.
No. Okay.
Unless you
I'm
take
still
an
at
actual time
22.
break.
I actually can heal myself if I want to.
If you'd like to have made a healing check on yourself en route, you may have.
I'll burn 1 magic to try that. So I'm going to do the sorcery check right now. It's going to be a closed sorcery check before combat, obviously.
Yep.
So I can't way awful it, I think. So let's just pop this real quick. It is 17. Okay, so I regained 17 wound points.
Sorcery healing
Nice.
is good.
Yes,
That is
unless
really
you muck it up and you take 10 wound points. It's like
Yeah, botching is bad. All right, so Steno, you go first. 15 is the highest roll.
All right, so you said that someone was loading likely a patch of alchemical fire
That is
into a
that
catapult.
is what Diesel saw.
All right, am I able to see that from where I am?
Not from inside the sewer, but when you pop out, you will definitely be able to see it. Yes.
All right then. Whoever's operating that, yeah, I'll wait until their hand is on the lever, and I will see to the cessation of that operation.
All right, so 15, you would like to attack them.
Yes.
All right. Give me an attack roll. It is an unnamed character, unsurprisingly.
ooh, oh geez, that's such a great character name, unnamed character.
Yeah. All
Powerful.
right. Yeah.
That's a very good hit.
You
I
take
don't think anyone will be operating that catapult anytime soon.
Nope. That mook is dead.
This is
They're-
the
they're-
wonderful
they-
part about the petrification. It's like, it's not just that they're down; they're now stuck there, and you can't move the mechanism.
Oh yeah. No. I'm
This is what they get for having their Gorgon pornography on the thing they're working. You know,
Hey-o.
life lesson, kids.
All right. Just rolling to see which group that he was in. All right.
I appreciate how tactically useful just staring things to stone.
Oh no,
is.
totally. All right. So that is it for 15. Anyone on 14?
Nope.
13. 12.
Yeah.
Myself again.
So those of you on 12 go.
How many mooks have we got?
There are currently, you can see roughly, well, there were 15, now 14. There might be more coming out later. Just saying. Depends on how things go.
Okay, I'm gonna spend 2 shots and a chi to get +2 to hit versus mooks.
Okay.
So I'm gonna start whirling through mooks.
All right. So that costs you 2 shots.
So we're going on 10.
Steno or Diesel, who wants to go next?
I'm actually on 11. My bad. But go
Oh,
ahead.
sorry. Okay, Steno.
I'm on 12 as well. I think.
Okay, so
And it's,
Yes.
I
all right,
will.
so all right, Chris. What Chris and Steno, what are you guys doing?
So yeah, the golem looks up, sort of just looks at the action on the tower. Is there anything that's kind of jumping out in terms of just among the various mooks are like?
Well, most of the mooks seem to be the mooks seem to be armed with a mixture of either hand weapon and shield, or they've got crossbows, basically.
He's going to.
There are 2 knights that are visible, one with sword and shield, one with a Zweihander.
How many crossbow wielders are there?
There's a group of 5 of them out right now. There were 5 more on the walls. I wonder what happened to them.
The golem's going to try to subdue the ones with the crossbows, just because he doesn't want to get shot by them. So he's
Okay.
going to try to shoot at 2 of them.
Okay.
I'm going to not spend a fortune for this. I'm
Okay.
going to regret it, but I'm not going to do it.
Oh! Oh no!
Oh, that is.
Oh wow!
That's
God.
The number of the beast.
Well, on the one hand, I'm kind of glad I didn't spend a fortune on that, because that wouldn't have helped.
that's
On the
a
other
triple
hand-
explosion on the negative die.
Yes.
Oh my God.
-4.
-4 versus whatever their thing is. Plus, so what is their defense?
Base defense of 13.
So that's 13 plus 4 plus 9. So I just shot myself in the face for what? That's
13 plus 4.
26?
Yeah, that's a
It's-
Oh
lot.
my God, Skitch! Did you just kill yourself?
No, I did not kill myself.
So
Because you healed yourself beforehand.
So that hits me. That hits me then for 19 after soaking it down, which puts me at 24 wound points. So I don't have an impairment.
You're just gonna keep teasing me with not giving me my bonus.
Well, on the plus side, so yeah.
I'm just making sure I did my math right there. So wait, it was 13 plus 4 plus 9,
That is 26.
26. Then that's minus 7 toughness. 19 plus 5, 24. Yes, it's 24.
Yes.
Backlash is rough when it happens.
I've never seen backlash happen before, and it happened twice in this session.
Jeez, dude.
By the same character
I know.
for 2 different ways. That's just amazing.
A little bit ago, I was thinking about complaining about how I hadn't gotten a positive result on my dice yet, but I think I'll save that now.
Oh, shit.
Oh dear.
So what happened there?
So basically, what happens is just another sort of like the golem aims, fires 2 shots. They swing around, cross in between the 2 targets, loop back, and then just slam into the gorgons in the flanks, and knock him back into the tunnel.
The golem falls back into the tunnel. Yeah.
All
I
right.
had deja vu to
So yeah,
first
the
session.
Feywild is really screwing with your magic there. Rockwell, I'm sorry. Brings me meaning to the term lodestone. You're attracting your own magic.
Yes.
Load is in there. Load is already, so that's fine. I already got that.
I know
taken care
that's why I used it.
The roll was so bad. Did one of them bring a mirror?
Oh my god. I'm sorry, Skitch. All right, so anyone else on 12? Diesel. No, Diesel is on 11.
Yes.
I
Yeah,
am, but I'm not
maybe.
certain how I can follow that act.
What would you like to? So Steno, what would you like to do? -4 on the roll. Wow.
Steno will face palm as a major action. No, dear. Oh. All right, so our allies are up on the wall. There's a stairway. Our enemies are not taking the stairs as of the call of the commander. Is that the one with the shield or
Sword
the
and shield
two-hander?
seems to be the dude in charge.
All right. And so then there's a hidden sniper somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
At the very least, that hand crank catapult is not working. So hooray for that.
Yep.
And there are crossbowers on the wall, and I'm guessing there's various.
There were
foot
crossbows on the
soldier-
wall.
Okay.
We got them all before.
There are 14 mooks in the ground. 5 of them have crossbows. The rest are armed with hand weapon and shield.
I see. Okay. All right then. Steno is going to make her way over to the artillery range and just kind of see what she can do about that. By which I mean, there's that one who's not going to be firing the alchemical fire is going to have friends.
Okay.
About how many are there?
Oh shit! I just realized, Peter.
There are a group of them that are sort of in the general vicinity. How many would you like to go after? You can.
I need to interject because before Seno does anything.
Yep.
Because I actually took 2 more wound points because I was attacking 2 things, so my result was 2 lower.
Oh, so you are impaired.
Ah.
So I am actually impaired at 26.
That triggers
Alright,
Steno's
then.
conditional escalation.
There you go. So
There we are.
yeah, all it took was me being competent. Yeah.
Skitch, I am so glad you were in such a good mood about this.
Listen, okay, for like again, in a game like this, it's so fucking rare that you have to relish it when you get something this
Absolutely.
astonishingly awful. It is great.
All right. Well, so you get +2 to your creature powers skills.
Well, I think I'll burn a fortune die, and how's about all of them here? There's like 6 or something, right?
If you want to go after 6, you can go after 6.
All right then. Let's just go for broke. This creature power roll is going to need 2 more on top of it because it's not going to reflect the other thing.
Right.
So that's
So
plus
it's-
2
you rolled
minus
you rolled a
6.
17 effectively, but you're attacking 6 targets, so that's a penalty of 6 to hit.
So that's 11.
So it's 11. You are not able to take out all. You're not able to take out 6.
Unfortunate.
Good effort,
Too
though.
greedy word.
It was. I like the idea.
And that's the 13. That's including the +2 then.
No, that's not including the +2. No.
Okay.
Yeah, the 17 still wasn't enough. I was short by 2, I think.
Yes, you were short by exactly 2.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, word roll of 15. Unfortunately, minus that minus the yeah, so it's a 17 total. So roll with 15 plus 2 for the conditional escalation, minus 6 for attacking 6 targets, drops it down to 11. Needed a 13. All right, so you try to catch all their gazes, but you're going after.
Oh no,
two...
I was going up there with my claws.
Oh,
She's
you're
like up
clawing.
there. Like,
So you basically go
she
raking
sprung up
in,
there, took swings, and
they
like
you hit a few of them, but you don't hit anyone hard enough to drop them. Basically,
yeah, like they scattered effectively enough and kind of ruined that plan.
Yep. Yeah, they are maneuvering. It is very clear they have been drilled and trained to fight monsters.
How
Mhm.
dare they?
But yeah, there is a very displeased Gorgon amongst their ranks at the very least. So I imagine they're a bit distracted and probably not going to be attempting to artillery anyone at the moment.
Not at the moment, no. All right, so
And-
that is it for 12 then.
Nope.
Mhm.
Iggy's on 12. Sorry, you're right. I apologize.
Yep. How far away are they from the wall?
You can get some. If you want to attack them near a wall, you can get into melee range if you'd like.
I was actually going to have him drop something from the wall to hit them.
If you'd like to drop something on a couple near the wall, you may do so.
All right, then what Iggy does is his original plan was he was going to roll a barrel down the stairs and just knock a bunch of them off. But because that's no longer an option, he just kind of pushes it off the wall and tries to get a couple of them with the a barrel.
Okay. So you try to drop a barrel off the wall on a couple of them. Go for it.
All right, it's just a regular melee.
This will be you are doing an improvised martial arts attack. Yes.
All right.
So you throw a barrel at them.
Yep.
Do-do-do-do-do-do. That's the wrong song. Damn it. Crap.
Oh, nice.
Do 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 do.
Do-do-do-do-do. Yeah, that's yep. Yeah, you dropped 2 of them. Yep. Yes. All right. All right. So you dropped 2 of the mooks. Well done. Oh, did you have a preference for crossbows or weapon shield?
I would imagine the shield, the sword and shield people are the ones closest to the wall.
All right. Cool. Good to know. All right. That is anyone else on 12? 11.
All right. Okay. I am going to be very fast.
Okay.
It's going to cost me 2 genome points.
Okay.
And so now all my actions cost me 1 less shot to a minimum of 1.
Yep.
And after that, I am also going to go into a Berserk Rage. So that is going to cost me a 3rd genome point as well as a shot. So I'm going to go down to 10.
Okay.
And now I have +2 to my attack value until the end of the sequence.
Okay. That's it for okay. On 11, amazingly, the crossbow mooks go on 11.
Oh.
So, the crossbow mooks do not have a good shot at. Do not have a good shot at what's Machigi at. Okay, currently, people who are viable targets for the crossbow mooks are Diesel, Ignatius, and Steno.
Oh, I wish I was out there in the target, but anyways.
You are definitively not out there to be targeted. You are in a
Yeah.
hole.
Which, considering your condition, seems like a good thing.
All right.
Sim-
I'm gonna say so. There are 5 of them with crossbows. There are 3 of you. So 2 of you are gonna get an extra crossbow each. Ignatius is gonna get 2, and I'm gonna say Diesel's gonna get 2 because Steno is surrounded by people with weapons and shield. So they prefer
All
not to
right.
shoot into. They would
Alright.
prefer not to shoot that much into melee. So
Fair
I'll go
enough.
to my Mook to hit chart. So we're gonna go down. Diesel, then Ignatius, then Steno. Diesel, a 9 does not hit, nor does a 6. Ignatius, 12 and 11 don't hit, and despite the fact, and showing why they don't want to shoot into melee, Kerthwack, they drop one of the people that was surrounding Steno because they rolled a -1. Alas and alack. All right, that is
No
it for
objections?
that is it. That is it for 11. We're moving on to 10. All right, on 10 for the bad guys. They're one of the some of the melee dorks go on 10. So the sword and shield knight goes on 10, and that's it for the bad guys.
I get to go first.
Diesel, what would you like to do?
I have just gone to my Berserker Rampage.
Yep.
So I am going to pick up something heavy.
Okay.
Well, actually, no. I don't think anything I pick up is going to do any more damage to my sword anyway. So, I am going to. I'm going to grab one of the guards that we have that we took out earlier, and I'm going to hold it in front of myself as a shield while holding my sword in my other hand, charge down the stairs, and go charging into the sword and shield knight and start engaging him.
Okay. All right, you rush down the stairs, go charging into him, slam towards him. You can make your attack roll.
And then I will try and follow up. So this is going to be my mutant roll +2 because I am Berserker
So
Raging.
we'll add 2 to the roll. I am sorry.
I might as well just stop playing if I'm going to keep on rolling as many negatives as this. But okay, 10.
Yeah, that he managed to barely get his shield up in time and block the attack.
Wang.
Anybody else on 10?
Me.
Okay, what are you doing?
I'm gonna surf down the stairs on one of the guys I clubbed,
Okay.
Legolas style, until about halfway down, where I'm going to do a big old leap off of it, reap the chain through the crossbowmen, and land in front of the Zweinhander with a
Okay.
big grin on my face. So, attacking the crossbowmen.
How many are you attacking?
I'm attacking all 4 of them.
There are 5 currently.
I will attack 4 of them.
Okay.
I do not attack the.
All right, dice hate us today. Cool.
It's a mixed bag.
Great earlier.
It's been a mixed bag. Let's just put it that way.
I think when the
Dice have been of extreme magnitude today.
Yeah.
I think what happens was when that guy spit at us in defiance, he was actually placing an elven curse of incompetence upon us.
Possible. All right. So Sir Quistis, the sword and board dude, goes. He is going to use one of his shtick, which I gotta find. Where did my bookmark go?
For the podcast, I rolled a 6.
Yes. Where's my
A normal result would have been a 16.
Yep. Where is stupid ability? All right, he is going to activate Tactical Genius. He spends a shot, so he goes. He does not do anything this shot yet, other than this. Going down to 9. Until you drop him, mooks get +2 attack rolls, +2 to their attack rolls.
Oh, good.
Oh, that's not good.
I'm a
Yeah.
genius. Oh
Hmm.
So he gives his footmen orders. You have drilled for this, men. You know how to handle this. Form up into pairs. Do the thing. Do not cross each other's sight lines. Support each other properly. Let's go.
Julie, do the thing.
All right, so that is it for 10, I think. 9.
no. Okay, I want to go first because
Right.
all right. The golem staggers out of the cave, looks up. How many mooks are there left?
You've dropped 4 of them total out of the 15. So there are 11 left.
I'm going to spend a fortune die and attempt to shoot 3 of them
Okay.
with the impairment in mind.
Do you have
So
do you have a preference for the number for the?
Given that the sword and board ones are the more threat to everyone else, sword and board ones.
Okay.
Yeah. So dropping my magic down by 1 again. So let's see here. Wait. Let's see here. So by 1 more. All right, dice. Don't hate me too much. All right.
That's
so
better.
that is. Good gosh, I still rolled. So that's still gonna miss, unfortunately.
Yeah, because that's 11.
That's effectively an 11. I rolled a exploding negative dice again.
Oof.
I
was
rolled an exploding.
I was 1 away from another wave awful.
I've rolled like 4 times since we got into this fortress, and 3 times I think I've rolled a 6 in the negative die.
Oof.
So yeah.
Oof. I'm sorry.
I mean,
All
we
right.
made short work of the Fae, but turns out the Knights are actually dangerous.
Who knew? All right. Yeah. So anybody else on? Who else is on 9 of the players?
I am.
All right.
I
go.
blame Iggy for this.
The goal, by the
Why?
way, actually, oh, I forgot. No, that was a 10 actually, because I take an extra 1 off from impairment.
Well, you still doesn't actually get worse. You did not backfire,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
thank God.
Oh dear. All right. So, a clarification. When that guy gave the support order, I know you said +2. Was that to attack and defense?
Nope, just attack.
Just attack. All right.
No. Mooks are not designed to get bonuses to their defenses in general.
I was wondering about that. I was like, okay, this might change the way I approach this.
Nope.
Just a bit.
Their defense 13 stays. It is one of the things I actively like about the second edition Feng Shui. The fact they did split defense off of action value.
Yeah.
Right.
Which means I can give +2 to your attack rolls without making them harder to hit.
Mm-hmm. All right then. As I double check a thing. All right. So a clarification. It says I get +2 to creature powers. I take it that's not my defense.
Nope, you were correct.
All right. All right. So in that case, defense 13 though, you said?
Yeah.
Jeez.
That's effectively what a
Alright,
mook
that's
had in previous editions. They had action value 8. Because you needed to hit them by 5 to take them out. So
Mm.
they just
I suppose that tracks. It's just a little higher than what I was expecting.
Yep.
All right then. Yeah. So I imagine at this point they've paired up as per their instructions and have surrounded Stheno. To which her response is going to be to coil up and spring out over that way behind the entire group, and then rush back in, grabbing 2 of them and slamming them together.
Okay. So noted.
Okay,
Oh.
apparently this is just going to be one of those fights.
That's another exploding negative. That's
55.
another exploding negative.
What the hell?
Well, I also point out we had this problem on what was our other tabletop thing we used? We've had this problem before.
I was going to say, like, everyone complained about map tools, but here we are.
Goddamn random numbers.
Yeah, random number generator. Wow. Okay. Anyone else on 9?
Iggy.
Okay, Iggy. So yes.
So-
Yes, Senna rolled a 5 there. I'm sorry.
So at this point, Iggy is seeing Mage and Diesel run down, and he's like, "Oh, I better go support them." So he runs down the stairs and he grabs a torch on the way down, so he has
Okay.
a weapon, and he brandishes it at like 2 of the sword mooks.
Okay, go for it.
So that's +1, minus what? -1?
-2 for
Plus 1,
attacking 2
-2.
targets.
-2. So that's 11. So that is not
You do
good.
not hit. No.
Just kind of keeps him at bay.
You do keep them at bay. Yes. All right. Well, that brings it over to the bad guys, as it were, the knights.
The opposition.
Sir Quistis will unlimber his. Basically, he will draw his sword and he will attack Diesel.
Okay.
He comes striding forward. And he will swing his sword. He hacks at you in a very, very practiced and sort of, fashion. Your impression is he's a competent, he's a good swordsman, but not like the greatest you've ever seen.
Okay. That misses.
Yep. So yeah, he doesn't hit. You manage to basically block his attack, possibly with the dead footman.
Yeah.
But yeah, he swings his long sword and you basically thuds into his dead guy, and he's like, "Forward, men!"
This is 9, by the way, right?
This is 9. Yes.
Okay.
Are you on 9, by the way?
No.
You're
I'm
on-
an 8.
okay.
I'm just double checking.
All right, Sir Magnus will unlimber his Zweihander and go after, and he charges. He will. Yeah. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah. All right. He will charge. Mange. That's who I was. That's the word. Mange.
Yeah.
Yes. And he'll swing his Zweihander at you. He is a better sword. He is a better swordsman than Sir Quistis. Yes,
Yes,
he
he
is.
fucking is.
He rolls an
That hurt.
18.
Oh.
All right.
At least it was just a 1 on the bonus after the explosion.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Good gosh.
So that is base damage of 10 because it's a large sword.
So 10 plus 4 becomes 14. Minus 6 becomes
8.
I can math. Thank you. 8.
8 wound points.
All right. I'm not impaired.
Have
I'm
at thee,
starting to feel it.
Noel!
It's good hit. You are half knowing what you are doing.
Also on 9, the crosswoman gets to shoot at somebody.
Uh-huh.
I'm debating who's going to shoot at.
I mean,
I'm fine with this crowd taking some thinning again.
He's actually going to shoot at Steno because you are apparently the biggest threat currently.
come on. Shoot the one that shoots themselves, right? Yeah.
So crossbow shot at Steno. You are aware that there's a hidden sniper out here somewhere, so he does not get surprise bonuses.
Right.
That's good, at least.
He merely goes with his range combat skill of 15.
Yeah, I was
Jesus.
going to say I'm going to dodge.
Okay, then he does not hit you.
Hooray.
He rolls a 14. Your dodge gets you out of range.
Hooray. Yeah, I recognize that as a slower character, as it were, seeing as how my action value and defense are not the greatest around. If someone is a speedy little bastard, I need to dodge more.
All right. That is it for 9, though, as far as I'm aware.
Yep.
Oh no, wait, I am wrong, Mooks.
Let's see here. That puts me on
There are 3 of the sword Mooks
5.
that get to go. There were 5 of them, but something happened to 2 of them. A barrel might have dropped on them. So 2 of them are going to go after Ignatius because that's the 2 you were brandishing your torch at. So the 2 of them will go after you for simplicity's sake.
All right.
And
Ignatius is going to dodge, and because he whiffed his last attack, he gets a free fortune die on that dodge.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So where
Accidental
is-
awesome.
Yep.
So roll a d6 and add it to your dodge in addition to the +3 from the dodge, which means these guys are almost certainly going to miss.
Yeah.
As opposed to certainly going to miss. And one of them will go after Shore Mange.
All right.
I will consult my table in a second.
So 7 plus his defense.
Why the?
I mean, no, I mean, never mind. 3. I
What?
did that wrong.
5.
just roll a
defense.
single d6.
Yeah, I did 2 by accident.
You know,
So
what-
just yeah, 2 plus 3 plus
so
he's
total,
at 20.
So +5 to your dodge. Okay.
Yeah, he's at 20.
All right. So there are 3 of them. The 7, the 9, and the 7 all miss. All right. That is it for 10. That is it for 9. Sorry, my bad. All right, they go again on 6. All right, that is it for that. 8.
Me.
All right, on 8 it is for the bad guys. It is the crossbow mooks and the other group of sword and board mooks.
Okay. Diesel is going to, having used the dead guard as a shield, he's going to wrap his arm around the dead guard's shoulders and press into him and squeeze some blood into Ignatius's eyes before his next attack.
Not Ignatius. I'm hoping not Ignatius. Quistis, you
Not
mean?
Ignatius, might be it.
It's
Sir,
Ignatius's eyes.
Sir,
What
Sir
eyes?
Guy.
Quistis.
Sir Inquistus. There you go. This is because I am sick of failing, so I'm going to spend a genome point as a fortune die. So,
Okay.
And that is with +2, so that's an 18.
Okay, an 18 will definitively hit. His defense is 13.
All right, so
Hooray.
that is damage 10.
All right, so you hit by 5, so 15 damage. His toughness with his shield is 8.
How do I get rid of his shield?
So that is 7 wound points. Ow. Whack. Ah! You slam into him, and he sort of staggers back, and he gets the shield absorbs some of the blow, and the armor absorbs a bunch more, but you definitely hurt him. All right, that is anybody else on 8? If not, crossbows.
By the way, I want to point out if I hadn't used that fortune die, I would have missed a fucking yen. So,
Hooray, fortune die then. All right. So first, 1 crossbow bolt for everybody. All right. So one of them gets a 14. The one shooting at Rocky gets a 14.
Oh dear.
Does a 14 hit Rocky?
14 will hit him with his defense of 12.
All right, so he hits by 2.
Okay.
Base damage 9
What is-
because these are light crossbows that they have.
And does toughness reduce as well, right?
Oh yeah, you get your
Okay.
toughness. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, so like my toughness is down to 6 as opposed to 7.
No.
correct?
Impairment only applies to attack, skills, and defense, not
Got
to
it.
toughness.
So the total damage was 9.
9 damage plus. Okay, the smackdown from the attack. So he hit by 2, 11 damage.
Okay, 11 damage. Okay, so that hits me by 4, so I'm at 30.
That's your second
There we
point
go.
of impairment.
Second point of impairment. Sweet.
All right, and then there are 3 mooks with sword and board. 3. We're gonna go after 1 on Steno, 1 on Mange, and 1 on Diesel. Sure, that sounds good. 4, 10, and 9 will not hit. None of those will hit.
Yeah.
All right. That is it for 8. 7.
Hooray! Anyone else on 7? I think it's just me.
Quite possibly.
All right.
Quite possibly.
So, Mange is going to put himself between Shield Knight and Greatsword Knight and attack them both.
Ooh.
Because we're getting plus 2 to hit multiple targets for the whole sequence. Might as well use it.
That's fair. All right, so you get a free. You're using your base attack on these guys.
Yep. Basically swinging the hook around over his head at both of them.
Okay.
I will burn a fortune die.
Okay.
To add a d6 there, so our nice. Where is my? There it is. I could have just added that to it. Oh well.
Well, that brings you. The fortune die brings you up from an 11 to a 16.
Yeah.
Which means you hit by 3.
Excellent. Strength. It's a power 13 attack.
Yep.
To
So
both
16
of them.
damage. All right, so that's 6 wound points to Sir Quistis, taking him to 13. And Sir Magnus does not have a shield, so he's only toughness 7. So that was 6 wound points then. No.
Burn the last fortune die to
No. It's 7 wound
see if
points.
I kill some mooks.
All right.
And the swordsman that was on me clearly did not duck in time and got caught by the hook.
Yep. Whack. All right. For whack. All right. That is... Anybody else on 7? 6.
I get to go again.
Yep, same here. Okay. Want me to try to get the bad roll first?
Go right ahead. Go right ahead.
All right. We got how many more mooks left still?
You've dropped 5. There are 10 of them left now.
Another fortune dice. Another pair of them going down. Hopefully, with my 12. Let's do this thing here. There we go.
There we go.
There we go.
Hey.
Yep, you succeed. So you're going after primarily melee ones?
Yeah, primarily melee one, says that's the bigger threat for the party
Okay,
up
you
there.
wipe out 1 pod and reduce the other pod to 1 guy.
There you go. It's just sort of like just calibrating his shots. He goes from shooting himself to missing to finally getting his hit.
There we
All
go.
it took was burning 2 more magics there.
All right, Nick, what does Diesel do now?
Well, hopefully, economy of attacks are going to start working in my favor now, but I don't know. I keep on rolling badly, so
I've got my fingers
Sorry,
crossed for you.
Sorry I didn't absorb a bad roll for you, so here's hoping.
Well, I mean, you didn't roll great, so.
By the by,
here we go.
Dwayne rolled a 19 there before any other modifiers.
Yeah, before the -2 and then the other minuses, yes.
All right. As a follow-up to his successful attack last time, Diesel is just going to keep on pressing the advantage, taking the knight off guard because, like, no, wait, this is supposed to be the part where I attack back, and Diesel just keeps on swinging his sword around in wild circles to hoping to catch him.
Go for it.
Submit. And I rolled higher in the negative than the positive again. fuck. But that is with a +2, so that's 14 total.
Which will hit.
Hooray!
You hit by 1.
Yay.
So damage is
10 damage,
Base
plus
damage?
1.
so 11 minus 8 is 3 more wound points. It adds up.
It does eventually.
All right. Anybody else on 6? If not, the named nightly order dudes go. Quistis will swing back.
All right.
All right. He attempts to cleave into you. He misses
Just
again.
misses. Fortunately, he has had -1 on each of his 2 dice rolls.
All right,
each
and
time.
Sir Magnus will continue to attempt to assault
Mange.
but he is,
I'm
as I
guessing he's
said,
coming after me.
oh dear God,
Ooh,
Well-
that's a way awful.
that is a way awful. You are correct. He
Oh,
boxcars
wow.
missed. Well-
I clearly I rang his bell with the hook there.
Yeah. So yeah, he comes in. Bad luck in that as he comes in, he swings what looks like should be a perfect strike with his Zweihander, but he gets his arms tangled up in Mange's chains. Mange, take a free attack.
Sweet.
Yeah, no fortune dice, right? Just a straight free attack roll.
I don't have any
I know you're out.
fortune dice anyway.
And
there it is.
if anything, you cannot weigh awful this. I'm just gonna say that.
Cool.
Not
And I
that
do
you
not.
did.
Good attack. Good solid attack roll.
All right,
17.
you hit by 4. So
I killed a mook, so that's 14 on the damage.
so 14 plus 4 is 18 minus 7 is 11 wound points. Ow.
Basically, he gets the sword caught up in the chain. I just pull him right into the hook and push
Yep,
him back.
exactly. Well, there we go. Ow. So yes, he rolled a 9, but boxcars on the dice. So
Yeah.
it's a way off. That's a failure. That's a way awful. And Mange rolled a 17 to hit. So yeah, ow. Therefore, we are on to... Oh, right, yeah, the hidden sniper. He's going to shoot at Steno again. Let's be real.
I will dodge again.
Okay. 17 this time.
Oof.
Yeah.
That does solidly beat out.
So your dodge brings you up to a
16.
16. So he hits by 1.
Mhm.
So that's 12 damage minus your toughness.
All right, my toughness is 8, so that's 4 wounds.
All right. Thunk.
How much regeneration do you have?
2 per thingy.
2 per
sequence,
sequence.
Sequence. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, regen is awesome.
All right. And the last sword and board mook goes. He will attempt to attack Ignatius because, what the hell. Oh. Nope, I'm wrong. Wrong line. Shoot. Yeah, 6 does not hit you.
No.
I'm like, yeah, he rolled oh, never mind. I was looking at the wrong line. The line below that has a good roll.
I like to imagine that they just keep thrusting into him and just keeps going between his ribs.
Yeah. See, if I printed this out, it'd be much easier for me to track this. I meant to and I forgot. Oops. All right. That is it for 6. We're on to 5.
That's Ignatius. Ignatius goes after the 2 he's got cornered with the torch. And I'm going to use a freaking...
There's one sword and board mook left of those 2.
Oh, there's only one left?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Something magic happened to a bunch of them.
That's true. All right, so he goes for the one that's still left with the torch. He's gonna try to light him up.
All right. That's a 9, so that probably
not
does not hit.
great.
That does not hit.
It's a 10.
Even with the
Yeah.
+1, the base
Yeah.
roll's a 9. Unfortunately, the dice do not love you in this fight.
Not this fight.
They do not.
All right. Anybody else on 5? If not, crossbow mooks go.
Crossbow away.
Okay, one on each of you because all 5 of them are still standing. All right. So this is in this order: Mange, then Diesel, then Rocky, then Ignatius, then Steno. 19 on Mange.
Yeah, it hits.
All right, we'll get to your damage in a second. So 19, base damage of 9, I believe. Let me double check that again. Yes, base damage 9. So however much hit by plus 9 is the damage, the smackdown.
Okay, so 19 you said?
19 to hit. Yep.
Hit me by 5 plus 9 is 13.
14.
Minus
14.
14. Minus 6 is 8.
All right, 10 on Diesel.
That's a miss.
14 on Rocky.
I'm exactly impaired.
14 on Rocky. Does 14 hit you, Sketch?
I think that does, yes.
14?
In fact, I know that does.
14 for... Yeah, so that hits me by 1.
All right, then you take 10 damage total, minus your toughness.
That brings me down... That brings me... Ooh, that's 300. Damn it.
I hope not.
What was the damage again by toughness?
Total of 10, 10 minus your toughness.
So that's 3. So that puts me at... Oh, no, wait, shoot, my defense is reduced down. So that actually puts me at a 34. No, it's down by 2. That puts me at 35 exactly.
All right, well, you are at the point where you have to have options, Sketch. You can either
I have to
be
do an
out
up
of the
check
fight,
when- Yeah.
or you can make an up check to keep fighting, but you might die if there's a chance you could die if you keep fighting. Well, they are fighting to kill right now because as far as they're being assaulted by monsters. Yeah.
Yeah, I in the section in question it just says like the hero immediately makes a difficulty 5 up check.
That is
regardless.
if you choose to actually attempt to make an up check, you may just say I'm down.
All right, let's do this. This is a closed up. It's closed, right?
Yes, up checks are closed. A closed toughness check.
All right, let's see if I stay up.
DC 5, I believe.
Yes.
You are up.
I am up,
All right.
and I get a mark of death.
I believe so. Yes.
Yes. I mark of death marked up on there.
All right.
And also, I'm glad I didn't spend a fortune because that would mean I've had to take 2 marks of death.
Yes. All right. Going down the chart, though, we are not done yet. So that was where was I?
Yeah, with the Ignatius.
Yeah, Ignatius, 20.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Jesus.
I got dice to bird.
And Seno, 10.
So, dodge and I'll have to roll a fortune as well.
Okay. Oh, you get yeah. I still awesome gives you the free die. So you did miss with an improvised weapon.
All right. So roll 1d6. It's +1.
So
That's
total
still
plus
not
4.
enough.
Yep.
That's 19.
So they hit you by 1.
Okay. So that's 10, 11 damage.
10
minus
damage.
my toughness.
10 damage minus your toughness. If they hit by 1.
Okay. So
Base damage
4.
of 9. All right.
Okay.
That
So
is it
4.
for the crossbow dudes, and that is it for 5. 4.
Yo,
I am in.
All right, you two. What are you doing?
Do you want to go first or second?
I'm just gonna keep attacking Quistis, but go right ahead with.
I'm
whatever
okay with
plan
you doing that.
Okay, I'll do that. Diesel is going to let out this giant, barbaric, raging roar, and is just going to use his sword basically as a hammer on Quistis's shield until it knocks it out of the way in order to actually gouge into him.
Okay.
I'm pretty hyped right now, to be fully honest. So this is
That
my
is a
reaction.
15.
That will hit by 2.
All right, and that is damage 10, so 12 minus his toughness.
So that is another 4 wound points. He's up to 20 wound points. He's creeping up on impairment. Wham! 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 Ah! Steno, what are you doing?
Steno is going to continue contending with this contingent.
Okay, well, we're down to 1 sword and board mook and the 5
I'm
archer
also on
mooks.
4. I just realized.
What? You're also on 4. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's fine. I've not done anything with the baddies yet, so...
All right,
Steno?
so let's see here. So in the immediate area, I get in my mental image, like all of this grouping over here near the catapults was kind of far away from everyone else, but I suppose it's not the case so much anymore.
The battle has sort of shifted and moved as it goes around, so...
Fair enough. All right then. Well, since these crossbow individuals seem to be proving to be rather perturbing,
Mm-hmm.
let's see if I can repeat the roll that I had earlier. I'm going to fortune and try and take out 4 of them.
Okay.
Oops. And remember to add +2 to this.
Mm-hmm.
Aha.
Nice.
Yes, you
Yeah.
take... Yes. There is a lone crossbow mook left.
All right, so at this point, they're pretty much like this one sword and board lackey is about all that has managed to stay up and keep pressing their advantage against Seno. To which Seno just kind of indicates that, oh, look, your commanding officers seem to be having some trouble. At which point they'll turn around, Seno will go the other way, and just kind of carve through the rest of the regiment while that individual contemplates their choices.
Aha. All right, cool. Yep, so yeah, Steno snakes her way through 4 crossbow mooks after misdirecting the remaining sword and board mook, and
So-
claws them to pieces.
So all we got left is our sniper friend and one sword mook.
I'm also on 4.
Yes, I know.
So yep. What I'll do is I'll loosen the chain around his great sword briefly, so it goes down over his arms.
Yep.
And then rip it so the spikes go across his arms.
Ooh.
As I go in and bring the hook down on the sword and board guy.
Okay.
I've got the +2 to hit but 2 targets. I might as well try.
Yeah, no, totally. And they have the same defense, so it's not actually like, yeah.
There
Ooh,
we go.
20!
A
Nice.
20.
It is 19 because I am impaired.
Right, so 19. Still, a 19 is still really good. So that'll hit by 6. All right, so that is base 13, so 19 damage minus their toughness. Okay, so that's 12 wound points to Sir Magnus. That takes him to 30. He went from unimpaired to 2 points of impairment.
Cool. I get 2 genome points back.
Nice!
That is great.
And Sir Quistis takes... So that was what? Minus 7 is... So it's 19 damage, right? Yeah. 19 damage minus 8 is 11 wound points, which takes Sir Quistis from 20 to 31. Also 2 points of impairment.
Cool. I get all my genome points back.
all as this individual
Thanks, mate.
One shot.
all as this individual watches as their command just gets butchered.
Oh, that
And
was
their allies fall.
brutal,
Yeah.
dude. Awesome. Yes. That. By the way,
Crossbow
for those
boy
who
was
are
the top two.
watching, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there, Eric.
Sorry. No, crossbow boy and the 2 knights both lose a shot. So
Yeah, I'm aware.
okay.
But yes. So yes, where? God damn it, I can't. There we go. Yeah. So yeah, Diesel has the Gene Freak shtick Pain Eater, so that's why he is refilling on genome points.
Yeah. Whenever our named opponents take points of impairment, he gets to regain them, which is a good thing because if he gets down to below a certain point, then bad things have a chance of happening. So.
Oh.
Yes.
But also it refuels the things I can do. So.
Yep. It makes you run an interesting balance, honestly.
Yeah, that's really cool. I like that a lot.
All right, so that is it for 4, I take it.
Mm-hmm.
3.
Okay.
Oh,
I got 2 options here.
Yep.
I could heal myself or try to attack. Let me do the bad idea check here.
Well, Sketch.
Well, bad idea check says I gotta attack, so I'm going to try to shoot the crossbow fella, the leader of the crossbow mooks, I guess, effectively.
He's the leader now.
I'm just gonna shoot the one, so that's fine. I have this is gonna be -2, so that's a 10, so it probably misses,
yes.
and that's it.
That's fine.
Easy.
Nothing bad happens.
Nothing further bad happens yet.
Anyone else on 3?
I'm abstaining from taking death checks. That's the bad idea. Well, I'm abstaining to take a death check later. That's the bad idea.
All right, 2.
I get to go on 2.
All right, yes, you and all the named opponents go on 2. Also, the last remaining. On 3, the sword and board mook goes.
Okay.
Is it? Do they find themselves inspired by the loss of everything around them?
Well, they don't break and run.
Where's he gonna run to?
That's part of the part of the. You're acting as if this is a logical decision. His morale doesn't break, is my point. You were actually kind of impressed by that. These guys are well trained, as I said. He advances on Steno. It is very clear he is advancing. He advances and attacks as if he was going in exactly the way he's doing. He's attacking. It's very clear that he's trying. This is my duty. I must do this. I must do this.
Mm-hmm.
Where was I on the chart here? I think it was this line here. So yeah, 14.
That actually hits. Yes, by 1.
All right. So 10 damage total.
All right, I take 2.
Yep. 2. Now we're on 2. That is that group. That is the sword and board mook done for the sequence.
So Zeno finishes carving up like all of the crossbowmen, and this guy just moves right in and manages to catch her arm.
Yep.
To which she just kind of hisses a bit, and then like all the snakes come out and start hissing at him as well.
Yeah, he has a resigned look of, oh, this is gonna suck, on his face.
You said that. Okay, how many wound points are between the 2 knights currently? Then
one is at 30. Sir Quist is at 31. Sir Magnus is at 30.
Okay. Might as well keep on going after Quistis then.
Okay.
Right. So now that I'm not sure exactly what the hell Mange did in order to grab both of them, but Diesel is basically going to, I guess, after his arms have been slashed up and stuff, he's going to take the opportunity while his shield has been down, and he's going to just overhead smash his helmet. So,
okay. Sure.
Okay. Oh, God. Oh, that was close.
Wow. A 1.
That was it's technically a 3 because
You're
it's
right.
too higher on the attack, but that was a double explosion on the negative die that nearly drove me negative. Yeah, so that's a miss.
Wow.
That's fine. I'll take it.
by the hair of your chinny chin.
Yeah, that's something that I'll just be like, you know what? I'm not even mad about that one. I'm just scared.
Anyone else on 2? All right. Sir Quistis will attempt to attack you there, Diesel.
All right. With your -2.
Yep.
Oh, look at that.
So he rolls a 2. Because he also opened it downwards. Sir Magnus will try to extradite himself from the chains, and in sort of screams in fury as he goes after Mange. Oh, sorry, no, he's actually slightly better than his teammate. And he rolls significantly better. He rolls a 10. That's still just not good enough.
Yep, Mage sort of limps out of the way of the greatsword there.
Yeah. All right, that is it for 2. Oh no, sorry, I'm wrong. Crossbow.
Oh dear
The
God,
crossbow dude is supposed to
boy.
go right now. There is an absence of crossbow bolts on this shot.
Mm.
Oh, he's reloading.
I think they're retreating.
Or
Oh.
he's trying to gather with whoever else is in the fortress or whatever.
Look
Anyone
at
else?
them gallantly retreating.
Yep. No,
Such bravery.
the lone crossbow mook goes.
Shoot the gold. No, just kidding. Mean.
I'm going to randomly determine who's going to shoot.
Sweet.
All right, and come back here. Actually, I'll do it in game here. RD5. Just going from left to right. So Mange is 1, Steno is 5. Ignatius. Swing.
He's got a bolt to pick with you here, okay?
I'm not.
All right.
There's only one dude left. I can just make this roll.
No,
A 7 does not hit you. Not a bad shot. It's just not a. Actually, that's a pretty bad roll. But yeah, he misses. That is it for. They are done. We're on to shot 1. Anybody have anything left? Anybody?
Iggy has a shot.
I am on shot 1.
All right, those of you on shot 1, go.
All right. At this point, the crossbow, last crossbow minion mook and the last sword mook are side by side, and they're both down in their things. And Iggy just comes behind him. He's like, "Should I run?" And he just goes with the last swing of his
Torch.
torch.
All
Try to
right.
take them both. So melee, and I'm using fortune because I want this to be over.
I don't blame you, honestly.
Really?
Wow. 7.
Explosion downwards, so yeah.
Yep.
That sucks.
So 8, and that's not going to hit either of them.
Nope. All right. Anybody else on? So Steno.
So while Ignatius has these 2 boxed in, Steno will, or rather is like encouraging them to back off in that direction. Steno is going to slither around to the back end and is going to coil them together.
Okay.
+2 to this.
Yep.
Or not.
13. No, that's a 13, but -2 because you're attacking 2 of them. So no.
Mm-hmm.
That they manage to dodge out of the way. They're like, nope, 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 nope. We are aware of what we are aware of what Gorgons are capable of. Nope, 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 nope.
And my last attack, I will put the hook into the greatsword, and then drag him into his brother.
Well, they're not actually, they're brothers in the knightly order sense.
Right.
Sir Magnus does have an actual blood-related relative here. That would be the crosswoman.
I'll drag him into his compatriot.
Yep.
Jeez, we're back in the evil order of archers after us after this.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice,
15
nice,
minus 1 because I'm
ooh.
impaired, so 14. But yeah,
That'll hit by 1.
and it's 13 damage. So
14
14
damage
both of
minus 7 is 7, which takes him to 37 wound points, which means he goes down. You pull him into his brother. You did that to hit both of them, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you pull them into each other.
Conk.
And the longsword finds its way. Do you want them alive? Do you want them alive or dead, Eric?
You know what? They sent someone to come and kill my friends. Yes, I want them dead.
All right. So, all right. What happens is You pull them into each other, and basically their swords sort of find chinks in each other's armor and just sort of dive through. So you've actually forced them to stab each other. They sort of slump to the ground, blades through each other's chests, and slump to the ground and teeter over quite dead.
Those
That
last
is
two,
being hard fight. Ooh,
At this
those
point,
last two double attacks of yours, Eric, were very crucial. So
Yeah.
yeah. I'm glad I spent those 2 shots at the beginning. Holy shit.
That is an impressive power when it works.
Oh boy, I'm nervous right
and the
now.
mooks are the mooks are done.
So we got something to deal with now.
Diesel is going to take the shield from Quistis's body,
Yep.
and he's going to start going around to the gates surrounding the courtyard and smashing the locks, so that if people try and swarm out towards us, then they'll be held up by the doors.
Okay. Cool.
I don't know if you want me to roll for that, but I will if you want me to.
Nah. Your sabotage is high enough. I'm not going to make you roll for it.
Of course, now we've got to actually go inside of the castle itself.
Yes.
Yeah.
When do we
Okay.
make the death check? I need to double check when
When the fight's over.
the fight's over.
So there's still a hidden sniper out there.
Somewhere.
And, yeah.
Oh, by the everyone give me a notice check.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was going to say. That has Steno's attention in particular.
Yep.
Are we still open?
No, we're out of combat now. So
Yeah, so that's a 3.
8.
That works
Ha.
out to a 6.
It turns out it's difficult to find someone who's hiding when you are looking through a veil.
so that's 14.
no, that's. Oh, you
Is
didn't
it
add
7
your.
plus 7?
No, it's an untrained skill roll. It adds a 7 in automatically.
Oh, okay. I give it a 7. All right.
So you rolled a
cool.
7. Diesel rolled an 8.
Wait a minute. I think it exploded then.
It did, but yeah, so it should be one high. It should be one higher. That should be an 8 for you, Ignatius.
Oh, these are
it should be
open.
5 higher for wind.
Yeah,
So wind rolled a 3.
still not
That
good
didn't
enough.
explode. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
All right. All right. So Diesel and Ignatius actually both rolled high enough to notice this. You two notice that there is. You look at one of the towers, and you notice that there is a sort of what was a fairly well concealed sort of window in one of the towers. The reason you notice it is you notice the trail of blood dripping down from the window to the dead
Huh.
body lying on the ground.
Huh.
Hmm.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
Convenient.
did somebody beat us to the punch?
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I think he's worried. He's like, wait, did we do all this just to get robbed during the fight?
Yeah, like Bane starts counting on his fingers. It is not one of mine.
Nope, no, it wasn't. I guess
Well, I mean-
technically we will say that Zoggett was there the whole time fighting alongside you, so it's not Zoggett.
Right. It's not Zogget's style to subtly sneak in and stab someone.
No.
He would have blown the whole thing up.
No, Zoggett would have made it explode.
But there's a door to the tower right in front of you.
No, there isn't. There's a broken door in front of the tower.
Very good. You guys charge in. There are staff and various people in the way, but they basically all clear out of your path. Nobody actually tries to stop you at this point. But you get down to do find your way to the vault, which is where the things should be kept.
All right. Diesel will hunker down at the vault and will attempt to break in.
Well, the door's actually already open.
Oh,
Yeah.
Diesel will open the door.
Well, no. I mean,
So-
open.
So are we still in combat or out of combat?
Out of
at this
combat.
point?
You should make
Okay,
your
so I
checks.
need to do my death check now.
Yes, you do.
So that's why I'm like, let's not move too far forward
Yeah, that's
because
what that. Yes. Before we
I
go
need to
further
do my
forward,
death.
yes.
Yeah, we don't
All
want our
right.
golem literally falling apart here.
Well, I have to do the death check irrespective.
So no one has died. No one has died before, and you have 1 mark of death.
I should have 2 actually, but because I misread how the rules worked for marks of death, so
Why would you have a second?
I should actually have 2.
Why would you get 2?
Because you get a mark of death when you get wounded. We get to 35 by people trying to kill you, and then an additional one if you then do an up check.
Ah,
I see.
fair enough.
Like, but if you get a mark of death initially from people trying to kill you, you can opt not to do an up check and just be out of the fight.
Yes.
That's the way it works there. If you are not being killed by people, you do the up check anyway, and you don't get marks of death because it's not a death situation there.
Yep.
So like that sequence there is like the phrase in there, but so technically the DC for this is 7.
Yep.
Versus a toughness of 7. And it's a closed roll which you cannot spend fortune dice on. So here we go. And I'm fine.
Oh, thank God.
So I rolled a 10 on that check.
Yep. That's you don't. Yeah, it didn't explode upward, but yes,
Yeah.
you are fine.
I was
Dodged
wincing
it
the
this
whole
time.
time you're leading up to that.
That's what the bad idea dice for, because the good idea would have been to heal myself out of death range and lose all the marks of death.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I rolled a 2, so the bad idea was applied.
Fair enough. So you get to the door of the vault. It is open. Inside, you see basically what the map looks like. And there is, in fact, exactly what you see there, this sort of vault thing that's pivoted open. It is, it is doing what it is doing right now. Unfortunately, it is not rotating open. It is currently rotating back closed. And you see a form there that looks vaguely humanoid with a staff in sort of robes. Actually, it's not a staff. It is a spear. In the picture, it's a staff, but it's a spear.
Okay.
They turn around, and you hear a sort of a weirdly echoey and sort of echoey, "I thank you for the opportunity, my friends. Be seeing
Oh,
you.
we doing this now? Okay.
Be seeing you." At which point, he turns invisible.
I'm going to throw the shield right where he turned invisible.
Go for it. Give me an
right.
attack roll.
I want to spend a fortune die on this.
Go for it.
Why not? So this is going to be open because I'm attacking him,
Yes.
right? Okay. Plus 1d6 exploding, minus 1d6 exploding, plus 13. 21!
Holy shit.
Nice.
That's my push attack. I'm pushing him into the vault.
All right. You hear a thud from somewhere across the room. And ah!
Okay. I go running after the shield.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ignatius is following, like, just trying to see if he dropped whatever he took.
Not
Is
as
there
such,
any?
no.
Are there any other visible exits other than the one we entered?
As a matter of fact, yeah. There are other doors out. Yes. They are also open.
Well, dang. So much for that plan. All right. And well, in that case, Steno is going to take her large body and do a coiling spring at exactly the point of impact there.
Yeah. Go for it.
I did push him, but
I impact against the wall.
okay.
Yeah, you can give me an attack roll if you'd like.
I will also throw a fortune on the matter.
That is fair.
Continually with a +2.
I know.
That's still a pretty good attack.
So
That would
18.
hit if he wasn't invisible.
Ah.
Oh wait,
So
we forgot the +2. No, that act. No, it still misses, but
18
even me
misses.
being near death doesn't do anything.
well, he's invisible.
Bane sighs deeply, grabs the bucket of paint from the redecorating scaffold, And he just sweeps it over where everyone is.
All right, that's fine. You don't catch the invisible dude in it.
You have painted the Gorgon. She is displeased.
As is Ignatius.
I'll be watching for footprints and paint.
It's a good thought.
Ignatius is completely covered in like this purple mauve.
At least it's not taupe.
No, that would be relaxing.
It's a soothing color.
It's magic paint. It's a Paisley pattern.
That seems unlikely. All right. Yeah. You don't see any footprints. Actually, no. You see no footprints in the paint. Everyone, give me a notice check, though.
Golem like holds their side the whole time.
Is this an open roll?
Closed.
Roll.
Roll
1d6.
boxcars.
I rolled a 5. I am clearly
Plus
distracted by how much everything
1d6. I'm throwing fortune on it.
I rolled
Why not?
a 5 as well.
No, I'm sorry. I'm impaired. That's a 4.
Okay.
I'm very distracted by how much everything hurts.
All right, 7 plus 7. It's 14.
Oh, you rolled a... Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, you rolled a 14. And Nick rolled boxcars 7.
Yep.
Okay.
Diesel sees everything. Maybe.
So, well, no. Diesel therefore actually does succeed because there are okay, so here's what happens. You notice there are no footprints of paint. You notice what you notice is that there is a spot in the paint where mange through it where there is a void of footprints. And then, as you sort of scan around the room, Ignatius and Diesel find out one of the other doors very faint outlines of footprints, as if the outer edges of the shoe had paint on them, and it's sort of faintly the paint is wearing off as the footprints running out that passageway.
Well, Ignatius, you've got a better speed than I do.
Yeah, so Ignatius is going to try and run and catch this guy before he cheeses it.
Give me a speed check.
All right, so that's just
learning from earlier this session.
Here we go. So that's 1d6 plus 6 plus another fortune die because I could do that again. Roll 1d6. Is this open or closed?
This is an open roll actually.
Okay, so it's 1d6 minus 1d6.
This is high drama, so yes, I'm going to make it an open roll.
d6 minus 1d6 plus 1d6. So 3 plus 6 is a 9.
That's a 9.
Ooh.
That's actually good. Let me double check the... Here's the problem. I don't actually have this character fully written up. I was not expecting you guys to actually catch him.
That's what happens when you get boxcars on Diesel there.
Oh, no. There's a number of things that had to conspire for this to happen.
Yeah. And also, I just realized Ignatius's prior roll was a 6, not a 7.
Speaking purely towards the mission at hand, we could have just let this guy get away, but I didn't like the way he talked to us, so...
That's true,
I'm
yeah.
also pretty sure he's got the rock.
He might. Yeah.
You actually have no idea what he has.
That's true.
All right.
Yeah.
So here's what happens. Ignatius, you tackle him to the ground. As he does so, his invisibility sort of... You basically knock his cloak of invisibility off, out of position, so it no longer it turns off. But as he goes down, he hucks a satchel over his head out the window.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
And you hear a screeching noise as a very, very large bird of prey comes swooping out there, grabs it as talon, and flies off.
Oh no! I'm tempted to try to shoot the bird.
I look at the bird through the window.
The bird's facing away from you.
It does not see you.
I know.
The golem like staggers and tries a pitiful shot at the bird.
Might as well.
Bird's one of his last magic to do this.
Okay.
All right, let's see
We're
this.
getting this fucking rock. Turns out
Well,
the
you
whole
said
time it was
you
just
said
a
Larson.
rescue-
Oh my god!
That's a 14.
Okay. You shoot the bird down. It's not a named character. The satchel plummets from the cliff. The bird and the satchel plummet into the river.
I just love how everything we do, like, it just gets further conspires.
Oh, no,
and then the
that-
golem,
that's a
the
good
golem
hook, though.
slumps down. The golem slumps down because that was too much effort for him right now.
So, you not take the bird out, but
Senna prepares to go swimming because she can.
That is
breathe
fine.
down there.
does anyone want to actually investigate?
Diesel goes and checks the vault.
Thank you.
Diesel's like, all right, got that guy. Got time to go see if it was time to go see what's in here.
And
All
like,
right.
it turns out they had like a note for their family or something.
No,
Maybe
no.
he's gonna hobble over to the guy pinned by Iggy, sort of look down at him and go, I'm hoping that is not Descartes' rock.
Descartes' rock.
All right. So you look into the face of what looks like sort of a hybrid between facially looks sort of a hybrid between a snake and a human. You
So
do not know
Steeple.
what he is. Very
That's not
reptilian.
unusual.
Yeah, no.
If I haven't fought it in the arena, then I probably
You have not
sure
fought
what
this
it
in the
is.
arena. You do not recognize what he is. Someone else might.
He's a Gongor.
You shut up.
Okay.
He's one of the snake men from Conan the Adventurer.
Actually,
Holy shit! Someone get some star metal over here.
that's not where the inspiration comes from. It's actually it's a type of demon that's actually that's part of Chinese mythology. It's a snake man. But yeah, I will get to that later. He looks at me. What?
What is other
the
name?
Philadelphia roll? Wait, no, the Philadelphia stone.
Nietzsche's brick? What is we calling this thing?
Hume's boulder.
Hobbs pebble.
Oh.
Well, until we open
Plato's-
the bag, we
Plato's
don't know
plate.
what's in there. So it's Schrodinger's rock.
Malthus's men here? I mean,
Ooh,
That's a
good.
one. I like that
Marks
one a
with
lot.
Good
Plato's-
answer.
Plato's plate.
yes. Someone will eventually. He'll eventually. Oh, wait. There's no Philosopher's Stone here.
What?
Not that I'm aware of, at least. Not that I tell you what I'm actually here for. So yes, I totally took your Philosopher's Stone. Yeah, of course I did. Yep, that's exactly right.
Oh, you're a worse liar than Mange, and Mange is a terrible liar.
Well,
Off in the
honestly, I instinctively denied that the stone is here, so I couldn't actually. I'm not telling you what I actually stole, but yet no, I didn't take your Philosopher's Stone. The boss didn't
Okay,
know
well,
me
that's
for a
not
Philosopher's
fair.
Stone. Why the boss
The
didn't?
falafel stone.
The
Sorry.
falafel stone.
Waffles.
Sounds delicious.
It sounds delicious.
The off in the distance, you can hear the golem saying, "I'm too young for this shit."
But Diesel, when you investigate, you do find in the vault. You eventually do figure out how to reopen the vault. It's not that hard. The stone thing does pivot back over. So the dome is back on top, and the dome sort of opens into a room. And in the middle of the room, on a large pedestal, in sort of a little glass case, there is a large red gemstone, sort of sitting there, pulsing ominously.
Cool.
And that is where we're going to end. Because I've got stuff I need to prepare for next time for that. Because, as I said, I did not write up the Snake Man. I don't even have a name. So I don't want to wing it on that right now.
Yep.
But, yes.
Simon.
But, yes, Simon the Snake Man, sure, possibly. But he did steal something from the vault, and it's now in the river.
All thanks to me. Yeah.
Scorsese, the Snake Man.
I just wanted him to steal. He was stealing something, and I didn't want you guys to know what it was. That's all. I don't care.
I assumed he was after the stone because, of course, he'd be after the stone. I just think it's hilarious that no, he wasn't after it at all.
So that is
yeah,
it for the
that's kind of where I'm
session.
sitting.
We are not at a cliffhanger, which is the other thing I wanted to make sure of, so that the golem's marks of death will go away.
Does that mean that we get our?
You get someone needs to we need to
we get our
nominate someone for an
Chia and
awesome up
Lupat?
roll. You refill. You will
So
have
I
to.
did the first one. Who did the last one?
Mange did the next one. That one. I would say,
I'm-
due to the shenanigans and insanity of what happened, I'm personally gonna nominate Skitch.
Yeah,
I think
I'm
that's
on.
Yeah,
fair.
given that
Yeah.
everything blew up in Skitch's face twice. Yeah.
But then he came around and managed to get that last little dig in there. So
Yeah.
I like
I
the
like to
golem
think-
shoots off, collapses it on the ground. I just like that. I'm too young for this shit.
Yeah.
I like to imagine that you're nominating him so he'll roll bad, just like that.
Two. I know that's actually a good roll.
That's a
Good
good roll
roll.
because we want to roll
that's
3
right.
or
You want to
lower.
roll low on these.
Yeah, I'm gonna double.
Yes.
I want to double check
All right,
the
okay, let me
actual.
rephrase that.
Because you have to roll the number because we had the
This
past
would
two
be
failed
the first
off.
one, so yeah, I think this
Yeah.
is actually a success.
I'm pretty
If
sure.
that-
I just want to double check to see how good the roll can get,
Hmm.
because I don't remember, and I just had
I
the
just-
page number and lost it because I'm a dumbass.
I also just wanted to do a death check. That's kind of what I was kind of happy about. Like, oh shit, we're gonna do it.
I'm so glad you didn't die, Skitch.
I am
I'm
too.
glad it didn't die too, but at the same time, I wanted that like moment of just like, oh no.
Oh, you got that. You definitely got that.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh yeah!
Oh yeah. I was just like, oof. If I were to do it, let me just do 2 more rolls of that just to see how bad the outcomes could have been for that. Let's see there. Okay, that would have still
Okay,
have
the index is
been-
actually flat out lying to me about where this reference is.
Oh,
I'll say up, page 124.
Oh.
I'm in the gunstick section.
Oh, that third attempt would have been a failure, but like, yeah, like,
Oh my god, where's...
So equal or less to a target number. The advancement target equals the number of sites you are currently attuned to plus the number of sites you have burned this session. Add 1 to this advancement target if the group has missed its last 3 advancement rolls.
All right,
last
if we-
3
if
advancement
last,
rolls.
Last 3, then no, this doesn't succeed.
Yeah,
Fuck it, I'm gonna give it to you anyways.
Hey.
the melodrama was enough.
Yep.
Good God, that second shot! I'm so good God.
Jeez. All
I'm
right.
like, wait a minute, that's a -4. Oh no!
So you guys,
Putting in your face
awesome
twice.
up. Come up to decide what your upgrades are going to be by next session. We don't need to announce it now.
Roger that.
Thank
I'm
you.
seriously looking at bullet deflection because there've been a lot of crossbows lately.
But that's going to do it for this time, folks. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. We'll be back next time with more tales from the Tower of Ivory. Hopefully, we'll find out whether you've actually found the Philosopher's Stone or if that's just some cruel duplicate.
Or if it's just like paste and food dye.
It is glowing and thrumming ominously, so it might be. Or it could be just the heart of a demon or something. Who knows?
6 demon bag.
Bye, everybody.
Hi, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Spin fire. All
Bye.
that sort of thing.